the Hall of Fame. Big box, say yo.
Y'all must have forgot.
Y'all must have forgot.
In the booties. Attention. Yeah.
Friends came in at 1.
This is a mega
Weekly wrap up.
It's paydays.
Judge on the panel.
Very competitive.
Chann.
T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Fight.
Would help that I was on the screen. Yo, how you going? It's Lady Chann rep nonetheless, and welcome to Come Box with Chann. It's the weekly wrap-up show. We in the BOUT. Oh my god. We're here, guys. On the road to Undisputed. The undisputed heavyweight champ will be crowned, or maybe will they not be crowned? Because, you know, we don't according to Gareth A. Davies, honey, it may end up and result in a draw. I need to get some booze on this soundboard for real. We also are joined by my lovely panel, but we've got a special guest panelist as well. You know how we do. You know, Come Box with Chann. We does what we does. Let me also just, I hope you guys have had a great day. We do have a new Cash App, which is $Shannaholics. Yeah, CHANNOLICS, just like the members. Let me just do the members only roll call. First and foremost, members only roll call. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Technicalities. Give a girl a break. Okie dokes. So, we have Team Fatty. What up, Fatty? Love you, Fatty. Boxing God 7 in the Buddhism. Nephew for real in the Buddhism. Mr. Cooler in the Buddhism. Jesse in the Buddhism. Or is it Hesse in the Buddhism? King Boxing in the Buddhism. Donald Banks DB in the Buddhism. Dan 1983 in the Buddhism. Ricky Ricardo, mi hermano in the Buddhism. Murray Kim Boxing, Kim Randa John in the Buddhism. Mark Niggity Nash TV, what up, Mark? In the Buddhism. Zara K in the Buddhism. Introduce her in the fight. In the Buddhism. What up, Leon? Don't touch your bum in the Buddhism. Jab right side in the Buddhism. Stephen T in the Buddhism. My sister, the Queen Lisa Bales in the Buddhism. Nestor Bedford in the Buddhism. What up, nerd? What up, gangster? blood boxing and retro boxing and documentaries. Conshawnery. Harlem's finest, my sister, R to the left. D-style boxing, mi hermano también. AJ all day. Charlie. King TJ. Upload el primero en el edificio. Ya tú sabes. And last but not least, Wales' finest Dr. P. Hope you and wifey are on the mend. That's right. So we can jump right in. Let me jump in with my special guest first. You know how we do. Former two-time heavyweight champion of the Wizzy world. It is. So let's do the song. I'm introducing, introducing, introducing. It's the former two-time heavyweight champion of the world. Definitely with one of the Hall of Fame records in boxing history. He fought, he's going to tell you, Larry Holmes. Listen, the man that was close to, in the Ali era as well. This is legendary status. He also fought Bone Crusher Smith. Not one time, but two times, dos veces. So let's introduce you to Tim Terrible Witherspoon. Ding, 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 ding. What up, champ?
How am I proceed with that big blast you just did? How can I'm shocked.
You wait. Everything I said was facts.
That was like getting ready for a big fight. Wow. Right before you go out. I'm like, whoa, what the
I should have been with you doing your ring walks back in the day. I should have been the announcer for real. How are you first and foremost?
I'm fine every day. Even if it's a rough day, you gotta try to make yourself happy.
Of course.
Gotta make yourself happy. So I do that all the time.
And especially when you look as young and healthy as yourself. I was totally shocked when you told me when we was on panel over at shouts out to Bruce Gass.
I'm almost 70.
I can't believe it.
67.
I can't believe it because of the era you boxed in. I totally forgot about that. But just looking at your face value, I would have never thought that you're close to 70. But shouts out to you.
4 more years. 4 more years.
4 more years. Oh yeah, well, you're still kind of young. Yeah, you're one of the youngins out of the out of the old lot.
I don't feel it. I don't feel it. If you stay active, you won't feel it. But if you just sit there and think you're going to stay the way you were when you're young, no, you got to stay active. That'll make you feel better.
Yeah, what'll happen? Yeah, you gotta step it up. Every age you get, you got
something. Okay, go.
Yeah, we got the sound effects over here. I've got to put your name down on here so we can have you at the. So we've got the name of the show. Have you been keeping up in what's been happening? We're coming up. I've got my special other panelists that are going to chop it up. So there's going to be a group of us here. These are my panelists that come on every week with me. They're part of the Shannaholics, part of the Lady Chann team. Without them, there is no me or I.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah. So have you been keeping abreast of what's been happening?
Well, there's a lot of other things I've been doing, taking care of my little daughter and trying to stay in shape, trying to get an exhibition. But I have been trying to keep up with the Joneses, keep up with what's going on in the boxing, because boxing made me where I am today. So, but why? What is having me not really getting straight to it is the way things are going now. Like you just got finished with Garcia, the way these boxers are acting. Yeah, it made me like even before that, it made me feel like, wow, what's going on? It's not like it used to be.
No, it's not, unfortunately.
I would watch the fight if a lot of the stuff was like that.
It's just terrible. right now. This era of boxing's terrible. It's good in some ways and terrible. Kaboom! Yes. There's your name. Kaboom! Chann Witherspoon joins Lady Chann and panel. The road to Undisputed. Fury versus USYK. So we're going to be touching.
Okay.
So I'm going to bring on my other panelists.
Okay.
But we're going to also talk about, you know, your rise in the boxing.
Okay. We could talk about the USYK stuff too.
We're going to chop it up, Tim. We're gonna definitely going to. So let me bring on my other guest. I'm introducing, introducing. We have Kenny Can, AJ all day.
What's up, Kenny?
Kenny Can, where are you, AJ all day? With no picture again. King of King. Alex, you have. There you back. Oh, kaboom. Guys, it's us. This is Tim Witherspoon, like you didn't know.
Terrible Tim.
Terrible
we
Tim.
We all know Tim. We all remember Tim from July 1986 when Britain's son, Frank Bruno, you know, there was a massive fight. And in the 11th round, Tim went and broke British hearts.
I was coming from behind. I was coming from behind too.
Yes. I was watching. You know, they didn't show the fight live, but I saw the highlights. Frank was like I said, he was getting a jab in. You know, but he tired in the championship rounds, and that's when you kind of took over. And then,
I was confident. I was confident, and I always dreamed of going into another country or somebody else's backyard and win. And that gave me a lot of energy. I didn't want to go home a loser. That was really crazy over there with a lot of people screaming. Y'all really support your sportsmen. That's what you have to give respect. You got to respect that.
It was massive. It was massive for you to come out. But you know when you fought Frank, did you always kind of thought that when it gets into the later rounds, you may prosper? Because, you know, like a lot of you boxers, like you're naturally gifted. You did all your training, but with Big Frank, he was like more chiseled. He'd done his weights, and we always, you know, even then in the like 86, it was always the feeling. Obviously, I was 14 and I watched it, but even then I was thinking, muscles don't actually win you boxing matches. And we always thought that, obviously, 2 years before he fought, you know, you fought Bone Crusher as well, but he got into the same situation with Bone Crusher Smith, where he was getting behind into the jab. You know, he was leading the fight, and then when he tired, Bone Crusher just hit him with a combo and took him out in the later rounds. And I think, you know, was there a fault in your training strategy that, you know, if come to later rounds you'll guess out?
No, I was taught defense and offense, and back then your trainer taught you both. Nowadays, everybody got their hands down. They're just throwing punches offensively, and they're forgetting about defense. You need both of them. So I was really relaxed in that fight. I knew that Frank punched really hard, but I was saying to everybody that if he had my trainer and I had his, he would have beat me, because my trainer was very intelligent, taught me defense, keep my hands up, slipping and punching, and I was so relaxed in that fight. In terms of like defense and delivering punches. I was like, wow, he was basic, strong, and determined. But I had those skills that carried me through. That's what gave me the confidence. And I didn't want to go home a loser. And it worked out pretty good.
Yeah, good.
It did. It worked out pretty good for sure. What was the? Can I ask you a question? Was you able to work out any deficiencies leading into the fight of Frank Bruno? Was there a specific game plan? And once you was in the ring with Frank Bruno, did you execute the said game plan, or was there some adjustments had to be had?
Well, what happened when I think I made just a tiny mistake where everybody in the world was saying that Frank can't take a punch. And I forgot about my plan. I forgot about my plan, what to do. My trainer was shot. I just said, you know what? I'm going to hit him on the chin since he can't take a punch. But let me tell you this. I was hitting him on the chin and he was taking it. He was really determined and adrenaline in him and everything. So I avoided my plan and just started trying to hit him, you know, and I knew I had a good defense. I was keeping his punches at different places. I was keeping them. And then I said, wow, he could take a punch more than what people saying. You know? So, and it went to the 11th round. So I caught him. I was happy about that when I caught him in the 11th round. They ended the fight. So, and he got a big heart inside the ring and outside the ring. Frank was tough. And he really wanted to win that fight for the country.
Yeah. Shout out to Frank Bruno. Yeah, we have to shout out to you guys.
His jab was getting to me, though. His jab was getting to me.
Yeah.
I was swollen.
Yeah. He has a really good jab. He had a really good jab, Frank. And he was very conditioned. What did you go in weighing in? Because you wasn't always one of the most heaviest guys, ranging from about 220-ish pounds, 230.
I came in later, and they had all kind of tactics. They sent like 8 cases of juices, 8 cases with sweet sugar juice to the room. So yeah, I think we were in Basildon, and they no, we wasn't in Basildon, we was in London, and they said it was like all these cases of orange juice. So when I got there, my weight was okay. So when I was drinking after a run, I was drinking like a quart. I was drinking the quart, right? So then I went to the gym, and my trainer was like, "Tim, look like you getting a little heavy." And I said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, it looked like you're getting a little heavy." And so I said, "Well, they delivered some juice to me in the room." He said, "What?" So he walked me up to the room, and when he went in the room, it was like 8 cases with like 4 big juice. He said, "That's why you look this way." He took.
They was trying to sabotage you, but they trying to sabotage you.
And they try to send women to the room around me and stuff, you know.
Oh God, is that one of those?
So moved, that's what made us move to Basildon, because it was a game plan strategy.
Tim, I remember. I remember you moving to Basildon, because I remember that there was a picture of you with I don't know if you remember this, but there was a picture on British TV of local ladies saying that you're really lovely, and you were saying, "Come on, you give me a kiss," and the other one give me a kiss. It was on it was about, I thought you remember. I said, "Hang on, this guy's a bit of a charmer." And I remember that.
That's what Frank Bruno said.
Yeah, do you remember that bit? When you went on TV and you asked these 2 ladies to give you a kiss on each cheek.
You might not remember that. That was many. Tim.
They walked me. No, the 2 women, they escorted me.
Yeah, that's it.
I think that was in the airport. That was in the airport. I love this show.
Oh, thank you.
It was in the airport. I think that was in the airport.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, when the woman, they escorted me through the airport, and I kissed on the cheek, and we was walking through there. I didn't know the hell what was going on. I was like, whoa, all this attention in the airport? This is a big fight. I said, this is a big fight.
Yeah, there is a big fight. It was a big fight. Okay, so I want to introduce you also to King of King. That's below you, down to the with the black and white emblem there.
I see it.
AJ, what up? Shouts out to the champ. Go ahead, guys.
Hey,
what up, Tim? Salute, Tim. How you doing, man?
Everything is good.
Honor and a pleasure talking to you.
You don't sound like you English. You don't sound like you English.
Oh, no, I'm American. I'm from the West Coast, Cali.
You from where?
I'm from California, West Coast.
Cali.
Yeah.
I did a lot of training in Santa Monica.
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, but by the way, Tim, I'm kind of geeking out. I just want to ask you 2 questions. It's like that. It's what I like to ask 2 fighters. What was your toughest fight and the hardest puncher you ever faced?
Okay, the toughest fight I had was with my kid's mother. No, my toughest fight was with this. What's his name? He was a smaller guy. He won a decision, I didn't train real hard, but he kept coming. What's his name? Little stocky short dude. And I
Is
said,
it a fight you? Is it a fight you lost? Is it when you lost?
I lost it, but
Okay.
I didn't really like. I just was. He didn't really hurt me or anything, but he was busy throwing punches. What's his name? I forgot his name.
He's throwing a lot of punch. Was he a volume puncher then?
He threw a lot of punches, and he was and I hit him with a couple shots, and he took it. So what's his name? God,
We don't know. Was it
Is that Evan Martin? Evan Martin?
Evan Martin.
That's them? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I know your record up and down. I memorized your record. Yeah. That was one of the L's you took. But it was Evan Martin.
Pretty tough. He was pretty tough. Okay. And they said, "Hey, you're gonna fight a journeyman. He's pretty tough." And I didn't take it real serious. And then when I got in there, I said, "Whoa, this guy he want to beat me." And so he out hustled me. I thought that he was going to give it to me, but they gave it to him.
Yeah, it says you lost by split decision. So
yeah. If I was trained,
winning. Yeah, one judge had you winning. Go ahead, Adrian, with the other question. No problem.
and hardest puncher you ever faced?
Oh, the hardest puncher.
Or biggest?
The hardest puncher. I had a good defense.
Wouldn't it be Bone Crusher? Sorry, I'm not answering for you. My bad.
Bone Crusher, the second fight, I gave it to him, and we could talk about that, and I feel bad about that.
I just think
Bone Crusher didn't really hit me hard. I didn't give him a chance. I'm trying to think who hit me. That Martin hit me. Oh, Carl the Truth stung me. Carl the Truth.
Carl the Truth wins. Oh, wow, okay.
With that right hand.
Okay.
Bruce Bruce is just.
He's the guy who lost to Mike Tyson when he got a left hook, and then he went against the ropes, and then Mills Lane just went no more, and that's him, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
He caught me with the right hand. I was real relaxed. I was too relaxed. I had to chase him, and he snuck me with that right hand, and I stumbled a little bit, but I won a decision. And everything, but he caught me. I got lazy, and he caught me with that right hand.
I think because Tim, like the way you. I'm sorry.
Hang on one second, AJ. Dennis said, "Beautiful Lady Chann, told terrible Tim I had Tim by UD over the Eastern Assassin."
Woo! Thank you. Yeah. When you fight when you up against the champ, you can't just do enough. You got to do a little bit more than enough.
Yep.
And so at that time, he was trying to reach Rocky Marciano's record. 40-0 or something like that?
49-0. Yep, 49.
He was trying to reach that, and that I had to do a little bit more than just enough. Whoa, he put the camera straight up. Okay.
Yeah, on you.
I know I had to do more than just enough because he was this young kid. He only been fighting 2 years. Excuse me. Then he's fighting one of the greatest boxers and during that time, and they wasn't going. You have to do more than just enough. So I learned that out later. You got to do more than that. What I did.
Nice.
Anybody else?
By the way, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Abe.
Okay, cool. I mean, because Tim, it's ironic you mentioned the you took the Bone Crusher because I always wonder how you would have done if you would fought Mike Tyson in that tournament.
Well,
so let me go from the beginning. Let's go from the beginning now, shall we? And we'll ramp our way up. So I just want you to let people know how you got into the wonderful sport of boxing and your journey, and specifically with that Frank Bruno fight as well, that Don King promised you $1 million and only paid you $100,000. We'll get on to that because I'm still livid to this day about that. Let me fight Deontay Wilder while I'm livid because I'm still fighting for you to this day, Tim, to this day. Because that was just not on. Where are you, Wilder? Because we got to fight to this day.
Still fighting to this day. To this day. To this day. You just sit here, you don't know what I'm.
One of the only minimal instances I can actually use that clip for positive note because I usually mock that clip. But yeah, so we'll talk about that. Yeah, so tell the audience when, how, why you got into the sport of boxing. I shall put you on.
Okay, real quick. I was an American football player, and when I was young, I went to high school. I was an all Philadelphia. I was a tight end. The big guy, stay on the out, he run and catch the ball. I had a scholarship, and I went to a college named Lincoln University, Missouri. And then I got hurt. I caught a pass. I started as a freshman. And that's kind of like really good. I started good. I had like about 15 catches. And then I caught a pass, and I went in between these two big guys, and they hit me in my back, and I was out for a while. And then I had a friend that lived in my neighborhood next, like in my same block. He was a tackle. He made all state, not just Philly, the big state. And so we were in trouble with these guys from Chicago. Their family was going to come down and try to hurt us. Not me, my friend. Like he was starting with this guy from Chicago. So their family was coming down. So our mother sent us tickets. We got out of there just in the nick of time because they were going to hurt us. And I'm no gangster. I'm no gangster or anything. So when I went home, everybody was like, there was people boxing. Buster Drayton, who went on to be the middleweight champion of the world. Kenny Reese, Erda Pearl Hargrove. There's a lot of guys was boxing. I said, hey, let me try it. People in the neighborhood was like, Timmy boxing? They couldn't because I didn't go around like tough guy, even though I got 10 siblings. I got 10 siblings and our family, nobody messed with us. But I went in there because of the sport, not because fair or you could throw punches. I was viewing it as maybe catching a touchdown or slam dunking. A lot of people view it as being mean and biting ears off, like Tyson say, and things like that. So I viewed it as a sport, and I was like relaxed when I went in. The old Pashung gym, right where Rocky made the movie. Sylvester Stallone made the movie, is right there. It was called the old Pashung gym. And I started there with a trainer. And when you first walk in the gym, you don't know who's good and who's good. You just walk in there and you pick a guy. And I picked the old guy named Clarence Booker. He wasn't that good. And later on, we could probably talk about this or another show. I finally got in touch with Slim Jim Robinson, who was a really good trainer. Taught me everything. Slipping, blah, blah, all that stuff, But everybody in the neighborhood, they was like, Timmy boxing? And I said, man, I'm going to keep on boxing. And I made it this far.
Sorry, I was muted. You made it that far. When you were showing me your cross arm defense.
So this here is a cross.
Yeah.
You take this hand and lay it across the top of your head. You catch jabs, and this here goes over your stomach.
Yeah.
Okay? So when you see Mayweather and all of them with their hands all loose, they're not really operating or doing it like they're supposed to. See, I was reaching out to everybody. I've got good defense. I know how to counter off of these punches.
That was one of your strong points.
I think because of money, they won't get the right trainer or right people around them. They want to keep. So there's a lot of different ways you can lay that elbow. You put this on your stomach. You lay the elbow on top.
Mm-hmm.
You see a lot of them be having their hand loose and all that. You can do that, but they can't teach. This is what you put that on here, and if anything come this way, you just turn, and your shoulder and right hand, they best friends. So if anything come this way, you bring them both together.
Okay.
Right? And then if you see the hook, you bring it back to catch the hook, and you could counter back. See, and a lot of these boxers, when y'all seeing them, they don't know how to completely do it. That's why they got their hands like this. And one last thing, and when you see a guy keep putting his hands out like that,
yeah, pulling with the jab,
I'll tell my boxer to break his elbow. Really, you're supposed to do this. Leave it there for a split second and drop the right hand in. Not all this touching stuff. See all this touching stuff?
Yeah, I find that so silly when I see boxers doing that for an extended period of time. And even my favorite boxers I've seen doing it, and I just like, what's the point of it? Like you get timed and it's predictable. Somebody can just pull the okie doke on you and just come over the top or something, or counter with a counter, depending on what stance.
But you know what that really is? You know what that really is, though? They kind of skeptical about their own defense, and they unsure. That's why they be doing this. Anticipating the punch is going to come, and so they like that. Me, hey.
Yeah. But then that leaves out nervous energy, and then that just, if your opponent, your opponent just knows what you can't do or what you're thinking, and he's just gonna, it's not. I've never been a fan of that. I don't.
You just supposed to put this hand in front of his eyes real quick and drop the right hand and come back to defense. But a lot of guys are just doing this and this because they don't have defense, and that's why they're unsure, and they go like this. I'm not doing that. I'm letting you commit all the way in. So I'm going to put my hands here so you commit all the way in so I can catch it here and try to hit you before you bring your hands back. See?
One of my favorite boxers, I'll just play it. He tends to do that as well. This.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
In the booty scene. Yeah, Joshua tends to do that. What you're saying. Yeah.
He throws combinations better than all them heavyweights. Yeah. He has to tighten his defense up. He went down on canvas. Deontay Wilder went down. Tyson Fury went down. Dylan White went down. Keep on naming them. They went down. During my era, everybody didn't go down. Old trainers was there for us.
Talk it. You guys weren't bounced up and down on canvases like ping pong balls too much. That's for real.
They got to learn how to relax, catch a punch, and deliver. So they moving all around because of the defensive situation. And
so it's kind of like a catch and shoot. They need to catch and shoot.
Relax. When I got in the ring with Larry, we practiced blocking this jab for like 2 months. We had the guys with good jabs, and all we did was block it. Turn your hand, catch it, boom. Catch it or leave it there, boom, boom. But you can turn and catch it. So that makes you feel good when you like turn in and catch it because you can turn a hook over top or catch it and jab back. So this is what these boxers don't have. They don't have that. I was relaxed every time. Watch my Larry Holmes fight. Only had 14 fights. I was so relaxed because I had a good defense. But with Frank Bruno, I just relaxed too much and he caught me. Me, you know.
Yeah. So you reaching out to all of these fighters with these tips. Nobody's got back to you.
Listen, hey, I think it's about money and friendship. My promoter, my trainer, my promoter manager would have got rid of the guy or kept him there. They couldn't get rid of Slim, but if my trainer wasn't good enough, they'll probably keep him and get somebody else or get rid of him completely. But it's money now. It's millions. They don't even care. You think a guy going to say, one of these trainers they put in to say, oh, I don't think I'm good enough. I'm going to go get so-and-so. No, they're going to go get that million or whatever they're getting for being a trainer. And
I mean, but surely to have someone like, for instance, George Foreman, TIM Witherspoon, in a part of your camp, it can't help, can it? I mean, it can't hurt you. I mean, it can't hurt, can it? So
I said I'll just be. I don't want to be in the corner. I was champion of the world.
You just let me help. And I've spoken to a lot of boxers, and they've stated the same thing, that they've reached out to, these boxers of this era, and they've got no joy back. I think maybe Roy Jones Jr. is the one that we see from that era that's currently a trainer or in people's camps and et cetera, et cetera. But I mean,
his defense wasn't all that great, but he was good offensive.
Because he was athletic. So yeah, his defense was his offense. And yeah, that he's
wait a minute. You just said you opened up the door now. You opened up the can. When the trainer says your best defense is your offense, he don't know how to teach you defense. And he make you throw all those punches and stuff because he don't know how to teach you defense. And you wear your boxer out, your best defense, your offense. No, man. That's not the way it's supposed to be.
So would you say like trainers like Freddie Roach, who is an offensively pro trainer, it's not the best way to train?
Well, they didn't listen, they was mad at me. I like Freddie Roach. They was upset with me because I was saying only because Manny Pacquiao won, that's how Freddie Roach's name got real big again. Because when he fought, he got hit with everything but the kitchen sink. He got hit with everything but the kitchen sink. But Pacquiao didn't know who's a great trainer. I don't know who put Freddie in there. I love the dude, but when you watch his videos, he got hit multiple times when he fought. I'm not saying that's he's like that. That's a physical thing that happened to him. And I hate saying bad. He was upset with me when I made statements about him. But Pacquiao, that's Pacquiao. You don't see him doing nothing that looks like a boxer, like Sugar Ray Robinson and Leonard. You just come in and throw awkward stuff, And he was in good shape and had plenty of heart. But he won't be able to teach nobody, Pacquiao. Now just picture his style, guys. Picture his style. It's everywhere.
He does train fighters, but it's never replicated. It's never. I haven't even his son won't be able to do it. I think he does. Does he, guys? Does he have Casemiro or Mark Magsayo? Which one does he have? Pacquiao. Does he train out of those two? Pacquiao does have.
Well, I mean, they're under his promotional company, I believe.
Yeah, under his promo company.
Yeah.
He definitely had to be in good shape. I'm telling you. You gotta definitely be in good shape. Pacquiao, if he wasn't in the shape he was in, he wouldn't have made it. He wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, that's right. Well, 8 division champ. You gotta give him his flowers in that regard.
Yeah.
But you're saying it was unorthodox at the very.
It is. He is, but he's determined to whip some booty. That's one thing about him. He's a warrior. And he got somebody dropped him. Who that dropped him?
Marquez.
Manuel Marquez.
Marquez, yeah.
Swept him, not dropped him. Put him to.
He did both. He dropped him and knocked him out badly.
Oh, that's right.
On his face, that was people thought he died.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah. He slept him, man. Yeah.
I'm not to slag on people, slag them, but I had a good trainer. He taught me a lot of good things. I would relax in the ring. I wasn't scared of the punches coming. And like the Bone Crusher second fight, I knew that Don King wanted Tyson, so he didn't care about me, Bone Crusher, nobody, and they canceled my fight.
Let's talk about into that. So we will let me just sometimes I have to do little short commercials and break it up. So to let people know we are at the weekly wrap up. Shiggity shiggity word, shiggity show.
I love this show.
Thank you very much. That means a lot. I'm glad. I knew you may like it once I met you over at Bruce's. We had a good chop up there. So shouts out to Bruce as well. But I knew you'd like it, and because it's a bit animated over here. It's quite colourful over here.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. And we deal with stats, facts, and data. We love opinions, but we deal with facts.
I'm gonna try to make them short and quick. So
you're under no rush, but you've got all the time. Trust me. This is it's a pleasure and an honor to have you. There's no rush. There's no time limit. We good.
They were talking about the Bone Crusher second.
Yeah. So I'm gonna talk about Bone Crusher.
Round 1, fight.
Hey, so
that's the first round. Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't feel nothing though.
Talk to me about going into that fight.
Okay, watch the first fight, guys. When you go home, watch the first fight. I shut him out. Almost. I don't. One round almost hit him, knocked him out. But I won almost every round, but one round maybe. So the second fight, we knew that everybody. Okay, real quick. Don King came into his camp. It was in Ohio. Everybody was there. Blood Green, everybody. Zuma Nelson. And Don King came and made all of us sit down in the camp. And he's like, he brought all the heavyweights was there. He said, y'all, you better get in shape. There's this young kid named Tyson coming. And I was like, who is that? I didn't know who he was talking about. I think Blood Green knew a little bit of who he was because he's from New York.
Right.
I'm from Philly. So he said, y'all better get in shape. So we training. We ain't nobody even think about it. Then we seen him fight. Then we seen him fight and was like, whoa, okay, we still didn't take heed. So later on down the line, we realized that Don King was trying to get Tyson, and be his promoter and stuff like that. And he was lining us, and he finally got him, but he was lining all the heavyweights up to fight him. So real quick, I fought
You good.
I fought Tony Tubbs. Yeah, for Tony Tubbs, and I'm sorry, guys. I got caught. I was smoking marijuana. My birthday was the 27th of December, and the fight was January the 16th. So, like, they had a little party for me. So I went outside and I smelled marijuana, and I said, "Oh." So I went over there and I took about 7 to 10 drags, right? And and then and then I was supposed to fight Tubbs, and then Tubbs hurt his shoulder and pulled out.
Right.
And I was like, whoa. So I took off a couple of days. And then Don King, they called me up and said, hey, the fight's still on. You got to come back. And I said, hey, well, I laid off about 5 to 10 days. He said, nope, the fight's still on. So I start training. We go to New York. And we knew that Don King just wanted Tyson. He didn't care about me or Bone Crusher, And I said, you know what? I'm not going 15 rounds with a hard puncher, and I wasn't in shape. So in my corner, I decided to say, look, man, I'm going down. And we was going to sue Don anyway because of the Bruno fight.
Bruno bag or lack of.
I only went home with 150,000, and he went.
Oh my God!
Yeah. No, I'm just so upset for you. You don't even understand.
You're a thief.
So I paid everybody too. I paid everybody. So I went home. I went home with about. I went home with 105,000.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah. So we was suing them, and that's the Bone Crusher. Watch the first Bone Crusher and the second one. That's Larry Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm young. I'm only got 13 fights. I only had 7 amateur fights.
Yeah. You was only how old? 25, 6? 4,
I guess so, yeah.
25 or 6. Between 25, no more than 27. I know that.
Yeah, I had fun. I had fun with Bone Crusher the first time. And the second time it was political. And you can see me acting too. When I went now, Pinklin Thomas, we knew that he still was lining us up for Tyson. So I didn't really care about the Pinklin Thomas fight. I did want it to win. Okay, that's Mike Weaver's. Who is that? Oh, there's Pinklin. Just me and Pinky. I lost the decision. But I knew that he brought Pinklin in to beat me. I knew that he was on Pinklin's side. I didn't care. Yes, I didn't care. It was a close fight.
Yeah.
And Pinklin me and Pinklin is good friends. He won the decision. He did shoot that jab in me. He shot that jab and outpointed me. To me, it was close, but they gave it to him.
Right. There's you and James. Yeah.
So Don King wanted Tyson. He didn't care about none of the boxers. He was just lining us up to fight him and everything. So
right.
So that's what happened when that fight. And I was happy. I was so happy after the Bone Crusher fight. And you can see me. I was acting. I was crawling on the floor. They wouldn't have gave me my money if I would have really acted so. So I had to crawl like I was hurt. And I got up. And when the best thing happened to me in that fight, he hit me and knocked one of these teeth out. These falsies. And I spit the teeth out. That's the best thing happened to me in that fight. He knocked that teeth out. And my brother picked it off the canvas and gave it to me. And I saved it for a couple of years, and then I lost it.
You're hilarious. You are. So what happened with the contract? So how many fight deals did you sign with Don King, and what was the if you could give us a dissect what the contract?
There was no deal. There was no deal. You just signed the contract when you put them on the table. Yeah, you put him on the table. I signed like about 5 to 6 contracts. He took them all, and then we had to do it. Right before all this, I had a manager, Mark Stewart. He was sharp. He said, "I'm gonna make Don King pay," and so we was winning. I was undefeated, was winning. Then he got caught selling. His friend was a dentist, Larry Levin. If you type it in, Dr. Snow. It was the big in America. He got busted. Then we got sold to Don King. That's how we wound up with Don King. I was winning fights. I was knocking guys out. I had the best manager, a best promoter, good promoter. We had good sparring. Everything. They was give us money. We was Bernard Hopkins' uncles was with us. We was doing it, and then we got busted. Larry Levin, Dr. Snow, he got busted. They were selling drugs. He's a dentist. He was a nice guy, uppity guy, college guy.
Yeah.
But he graduated, and then he had his own business as a dentist. They were selling drugs. So we all went downhill when they got caught. That's
Black guy, white guy. Is this guy a black guy or white guy? I'm not saying
he's
it.
white. He's white.
I just wanted the visual because I wasn't sure. Yeah, okie doke.
He was white, and he got busted. Then everybody got sold to Don King. I didn't want to go. I had a brother that was
Hate it.
I had an older brother that was 13-0 with 13 knockouts, Anthony. He didn't want to go. He didn't go.
Damn. I don't blame him. Yeah. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Yeah.
I had to go. I just went. And
yeah. So did he rob you after every fight you had under Don?
What does rub me off mean?
No, rob you. Did he rob you?
Well, I didn't know what money I was getting every fight. Every fight we just got paid. He just gave us the money afterwards, and like I said, when I was on an airplane going over to fight Bruno, I didn't know how much money I was getting. When I was on an airplane flying to England, I didn't even know how much I was getting.
See, this is why I really like, when people say, Don King, at least he gave us stacked cards. I can't respect it. I can't. Because when you hear stories like this, it's sickening. It's totally sickening how you could actually do that, A, to another human being, B, to another man, C, to another black man. If you want to put, bring your own, you do it to the brother man. There's basically there's no way that you can make peace. I hope he makes peace with the Lord before he departs.
Well, this is what I did real quick, guys.
He'd be going downstairs.
I learned to love myself. Before you can love anything else, and to love everybody. If this guy want to get mad with me, I love you, brother, and I'm going with my life. I mean, I got kids that look up to me, and I just leave these things alone. I didn't even expect to be the two-time heavyweight champion of the world. And I believe that he'll get his. He'll get his. So I just learned to love everybody. Somebody mad at me, I love you, brother. Just go ahead about your business. I have 5 daughters. I raised, and I got one son.
Yeah.
And I just tell them, man, if somebody get upset with you, just tell you, look, man, I love you, brother. Go ahead on with that. I just started doing that about a year ago. Yeah, I started doing that, and it's working for me mentally and everything. When I say I love you, brother, I don't care if you mad at me. So I even said to people, man, I love Don King. I don't want to be involved with nothing he does unless it's right and money. But I said that in order to keep going on so I can take care of my kids. And it's working. It's working. I like it. Thank you. Why should I keep on dwelling when I got another half of my life to live?
Exactly.
Why? So Rich Blood Green, who I keep in touch with, I'm trying to help him. He can't get Don out of his head. And I keep telling him, come on, Blood. Go ahead, get him, go make some money. If you want to mess with Don, wait till after you get yourself back. And I keep telling Blood that. Blood keep Don King. And then sometimes he's okay. He's like, okay. But then he goes off again. But me, no, I ain't going to let you win, Don. I love my kids. I love everybody. I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
That's right. That's
Whoa,
right. No, what you said there, like I get it, I got it, and that's very commendable. Don't worry, I'll dedicate maybe another. I'll dedicate 10 years to hating Don King for you on your behalf. I don't mind. I don't mind because I get what you're saying. You can't let him win. You can't let him because at the end of the day, you know, when his eyes closed for the final time, he's got to make peace with God of where he's going.
Yes.
And I don't know, it might be downstairs. So I mean, all that money just to take you down there. Well, it's worth it.
Yeah, you
Hey,
can't
Chann.
take it down there.
Yeah, go ahead,
Hey,
AJ.
Check. You play the Ray Mercer Wilder clip? You got that?
The Ray Mercer, what?
Oh yeah.
What?
Ray
Watch
couldn't
this. Tim, watch
get
this.
technology. He couldn't get the technology really working well.
And
To
lastly,
get
Ray, Wilder coming back, our American heavyweight coming back on the 15th. Is it hard to come back from a KO loss and still be
No, what is
yourself?
hard to come back is you gotta learn how to fucking box before you come back.
Thank you, Ray.
Ray don't
He
Ray
right.
Mercer.
He-
He don't
right.
play. Yeah,
Dante Wilder only got that right hand, and it's embarrassing the way he do other things. Oh man, that's a shame. If he developed all his other stuff, he would go down in history as one of the best heavyweights. But he only got the right hand, and he
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a shame. That is a shame. This guy, and he's got a lot of money, and he's successful that way. But when he don't box real good, he just hit you with the right hand.
Can't box at all.
Ray's
Can't,
right.
can't
I
box.
just block his hand. I practice blocking his right hand, and all I gotta do is touch him on the chin. That's what
Yeah,
we did.
down. That's correct.
Jab. We took his jab away, and that's how we opened up the door. Go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
matter of fact, Tim, let me listen. Since we're on the subject of Wilder right quick, let me ask you: do you think his punching power is overrated?
No, I think he throw that right hand pretty good. I think he throws the right hand pretty good.
I mean, but would you compare him to like the greatest heavyweight punchers in history, guys like Ernie Shavers?
Ernie Shavers
Like
and
George Foreman?
Shavers was natural. He
Yeah.
could punch. Who
Would you
else
compare him
did
to?
you
Would you
say?
compare him to those guys though? Would you compare him to those guys, or is it overrated? Would you say?
No, I think they was
How
natural.
could you measure?
They
How
were
could you measure it though? How can we really measure that? Deontay Wilder, the hardest hitting man, they're saying in boxing history. How? How do we know this?
Ernie Shavers just touch you and you fall down now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
But therefore, he's not the hardest hitting man in boxing history. Deontay Wilder. He hits hard for sure, but not the hardest in boxing history.
Okay, sister, you got to see this too. The first 20, and the 20, the boxers in the top 20, they wouldn't have got okayed by the WBC or the judges or whoever. They wouldn't have got okayed to fight guys like me, but they got okayed to fight him. Now listen to this: the top 15 or 20 boxers today. If I was up today, if they was back in my era, the commission wouldn't even let me fight them.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? They wouldn't let me fight the top 15, damn near, because they'd be easy knockouts.
Yeah. See.
No, serious. This a different era. Now they wouldn't let me or guys on my era, they gotta okay you first.
Right.
The top 15, the top 15 in this era, they wouldn't even okay them to fight us. He looks good. Now in our era, he probably would have got some knockouts, but we had more defense back then. A lot of us we practice on defense and offense, not just offense.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've been saying that I think he hits hard, but it's overrated to give him that name of that. He, you know, he hits harder than Foreman, harder than Shavers. I just wasn't listening. I just wasn't really thinking.
Gotta give him credit. Give him credit. But they fought tough guys.
He's rich. I give him credit that someone that doesn't have any talent is a multi-millionaire for sure.
Okay. No.
You gotta give him that.
He won't be able to teach nobody. He may be to throw the right hand, but
don't teach anybody. Yeah. But shouts out to him. Okay, so I do want to speak about. Is there anything else that you want to touch? Because I'm going to have you back and do more an in-depth, just you and I, in-depth show about your whole entire boxing career, because we've just glossed over certain things and it's not giving it any justice. But we're excited, so we've picked out, you know, let's talk about Larry Holmes. Yeah, I didn't like it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I turned pro. Well, I had 7 amateur fights. I started fighting in 79. I started amateur in 79, and then I only had 7 amateur fights. So now I'm fighting one of the greatest heavyweights 3 years after that. I only had 7 amateur fights, and then I had 13 professional. And they was lining guys up for Larry. He was trying to reach, like I told you in the beginning, the Rocky Marciano's record. But when he fought me, that was a hard fight. And he was arguing with Don about putting all these young guys in there with him. So this is how the IBF was made. You got the IBF, the WBC, and the WBA. Larry Holmes went to Bob Lee, and because Don King was putting in these young Turks like me, I was one. I almost dethroned him, Larry Holmes. And so he complained about Don putting all these young guys in there that's in shape and all that, and he's trying to meet Rocky Marciano's record. So this is how the IBF was made. Larry Holmes went to Bob Lee. They created the IBF, and so when you see the IBF belt, that's how it was created. Because Larry didn't want to fight no more of the young guys.
Right. Oh.
And he went to Bob Lee. And Bob Lee developed the IBF, and then he went on. He didn't reach Rocky. Did he reach? He didn't reach it, did he?
Nope. Michael Spinks beat him.
Twice, didn't he?
He's sharp.
2 times,
He's sharp.
That's probably. But Tim, it's funny how you say he was trying to get to this, like, I guess, to beat this record unscathed, then he ended up losing anyway to Michael Spinks.
Yes.
How ironic.
Yeah. Don't do good things in good faith. That's what happens, you know. So go ahead with when the fight got brought to you. How was your thoughts? How was your feelings? And we saw how the fight panned out.
With the Larry Holmes fight, I was like in the very beginning, because I had a good trainer, Slim Robinson, Slim Jim. Everybody knew him. A matter of fact, I can get to that because Emmanuel Stewart was kind of like asking him all kind of questions. I was kind of puzzled. We can get to that point. He was giving my trainer a lot of respect, and I was like, he trained Tommy Hearns. Why is he not sucking up? He was asking my trainer stuff. But when they offered me that fight, I said, Slim, that's Larry Holmes, man. He said, Tim, you're going to kick his ass. And I said, okay, I believe in my trainer. I was like, Slim, that's kind of too soon, isn't it? He said, Tim, you're going to whip his ass. And I said, okay, let's go. Started training. We started training. Chopping wood, running and working together, me and like 15 other guys. Mitch Green was there too. And then when the bell rung, when he was talking to me a certain way, because I didn't have no money. I was up and coming. Not too many people knew me. And he was down to me, trying to mentally take me. I can't. Hey, you know where Sylvester Stallone made that movie, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't born too far from there, and I came from an area where it was pretty tough, but I wasn't involved with that. And I had to represent, and that's what gave me the strength. I was thinking about my home. I was thinking about how proud I would be if everybody, see me. So when I went to that fight, I was ready to rumble. He said he's gonna knock me out and take my girl from me. He called me a bum. He said I was broke. He tried to mentally break me down, and I was like, "No, you're not gonna do that to me." And what gave me the confidence was my trainer and the defense. And one last, real quick, this was my trainer. This was good about boxing. My trainer deliberately waited while they wrapped your hands, right? So we in here, and they wrapped my hands. So Slim deliberately waited till they wrapped their hands up. And you know what he did? When he went over there, he said, I wasn't here. You got to unwrap his hands.
Right.
Larry Holmes was mad as hell. They had to cut the wraps off and rewrap his hands. Larry said, when he got up, he said, as long as you black, you better never say nothing to me. He said that to my trainer. It's all kind of tactics in this boxing game. See what my trainer did? He deliberately waited and they wrapped the hands, and he went in there and said, hey, I wasn't here. You got to cut them up. Larry was mad as hell. So
I never liked his personality. Never liked his personality. Well, not like I was growing up in the era, but I mean, like what I then started to learn about him, and I was happy when Mike Tyson just knocked him the fuck out.
Yeah. Well, I see Larry sometimes now. He's a little slow and stuff. He comes to a lot of events, and I really respect the brother. They gave me a chance to be famous by fighting him. And like I said, guys, 3 years and I'm fighting this guy. I know. I only had 6 amateur fights.
And what was the result in this? You lost in this fight, right?
I lost a split decision.
Split decision, 15 rounders.
Wow.
Yeah. Shouts out. Split decision. Still, one judge had you winning. One judge.
They thought he lost. See, we thought we won. But like I told you guys in the beginning, you got to do a little bit more than win.
Politics.
Yep. That's my brother right there, Anthony, that was undefeated. He put his head down because he think he lost.
Yeah, the body language for sure. He's like, damn, this young buck, 7 amateur fights, only 3 years in the game. He's come and beat me. He feels embarrassed, but one judge still had you beating him anyway, so shouts out. Also about bringing it up to, I'm skimming over a lot because, like I said, I promise we will have a show where where you and I are gonna go in on your career and stuff like that. But I wanted to talk about the reason what happened with you not in the end fighting Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What happened was Tyson would have fought me morning, noon, night, West Coast, East Coast,
Central,
Philly, anywhere. It was just that his management, they were skeptical because of the skills, the way I would fight, and that's what I found out. I found out that the management was advising him or saying to him, no, let's skip him and fight somebody else. And when they said that, I was like, wow. When I found out it wasn't Tyson. Tyson would have fought me anywhere. He would have fought me I don't care where it's at. The management was advising him. Just telling him. And when I found that out, it gave me like some energy. I said, whoa, that's cool. I was always out of shape. I wasn't in really good shape all the time. I never reached, I don't know, did I reach the peak? I can't remember if I reached a peak in any of the fights, but I was close to it, And it's just.
So are you saying initially that basically Team Tyson ducked you?
Yeah, but Tyson didn't.
Not Tyson, but Team Tyson.
Yeah, that's what I found out. And when I found that out, I was like, wow, that's cool. Okay.
Gosh. Yeah, that means, that's crazy. Well, I know every boxer would like to think that they would win every fight. Would you have beaten Mike at that time?
In shape, I would feel like, I would have
beaten.
In shape. In shape. I had a good defense. Okay, look at this. He went 10 rounds with Quick Tillis. I knocked Quick Tillis out in the first round.
Yep, I remember that.
He went 10 rounds.
Tim be styling on him. Listen, nigga.
Listen, he saw it. I knocked Quick Tillers out in the first round. He went 10 rounds with Tyson. My brother sparred with Tyson. I love Tyson. I love him. He's a good brother. My brother sparred with him. Another boxer sparred with him, and they both told me in shape that I would beat him.
You'd have been hard work for him and beating. That's why I guess.
Gotta be in good shape because he's strong.
Yeah, people don't duck people if they think they can beat them. So you know.
Sorry. Can I ask him something? But you know, like during that time in the 80s, you know, when Tyson was coming up, you know, when I was watching the fights, I always got the feeling. Obviously, I didn't notice for you, but I always got a feeling that he had a fear factor. Like Larry Holmes' eyes when he went into that ring before he fought Tyson, I was thinking, this ain't Larry, man. This ain't the guy. Great. I could see.
He knew. Because he knew the fight.
Remember, Bone Crusher was holding him. There was a fear factor, and Burbick didn't. Obviously, at that time, did you?
I see what you're saying.
Right. Did you notice that a lot of the fighters, when they fought Iron Mike, they were beaten before they went in the ring?
Yeah, I know it's a feeling that you get. I know it's a feeling. I don't really give it. I don't think I really got that feeling ever. But I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. They get in.
Look,
and
Michael Spinks in that unification fight, in the Undisputed fight. You know, Michael Spinks.
Philly don't think like that. Philly ain't got no punks. I've been there once.
I've been
there once. They don't breed punks.
I'm not saying Tim had, but when you think about it, all these fighters, you know, Bone Crusher held him for most of the 12 rounds.
Yeah.
Michael Spinks, the first punch he got, he went down, and then in the second one, he went through the ropes in 91 seconds in 88. And then you've got fighters like, you know, who was it? Burbick, you know, was all over.
Burbick wasn't scared. Burbick wasn't scared, but he just got caught.
He got caught. But Larry Holmes, I didn't recognize him. You know, the whole demeanor when he walked into that ring. There was something in his eyes when
he was kind of worried. It looked like he was kind of worried, right?
Yeah. And I thought, during that period, because, you know, at that time, for a young lad like myself, I was 14, 15, I was thinking, this guy's a machine. He's only about 5'11". He's got a speed of hand and foot. And I thought...
And strong.
And strong. I thought, hang on, I always knew heavyweights to be 6'4". And, you know, obviously Ali was a quick one, but most of them, you know, like they were mostly power punches, obviously defense. But Mike Tyson was something else. It's like, I've never seen a heavyweight just do this and that and had quick feet. You know,
I would like to make a statement. I would like to make a statement about his movement. That was he. If you notice, he's the only person in boxing history or on these era that fight like that. He was really strong. Like he's a shorter guy and he has to fight similar like that. But Joe Frazier has a different type of style. He was successful, just rolling, taking his time. He wasn't quick and fast. You know, he wasn't quick and fast and moved like Tyson. He delayed himself a little bit, rolled, slipped, and bang bang with the punches. Tyson just once in a blue moon. I mean, you know, once in a lifetime guy. Quick, fast, sharp. I wouldn't train my boxer that way unless they was real strong.
Yeah. Yeah. Shouts out to Customato. Rest in peace. Your relationship with Manny Stewart.
I just met him. I met him a couple of times, and the time that I met him is we was in camp, and I was in camp with Tommy Hearns a couple of times, and this what puzzled me. Manuel Stewart was asking my trainer certain things and giving him all this respect, and I'm up there sitting there saying, "That's Tommy Hearns' trainer," and he acting like my trainer is like better than him, or he act like he was like Slim. Which do you think I should do? And I was confused. We was in camp. I was confused, and I was like, I can't get this one. And so I just kept my mouth shut about it. And then, you know, I'm not taking nothing from Tommy Hearns and none of those guys up there in Crunk, but Tommy didn't have defense. He was all offense. He was all offense. You never seen him relax. He would gun you down. And most of their boxers eventually got knocked out because of their defense.
Their come forward style, no defense.
Yes. no defense, and Tommy just jab you and throw the right hand and rumble, but he never laid back and caught a punch and made it look beautiful, like relax, boom, bam. You never seen all you see him doing is stepping up, whap, 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 but you never seen him doing this.
And then he fucked around and found out with Ray Mercer.
What'd you say just now?
Are you talking about Tommy Morrison?
No, Tommy Hearns.
Oh, Tommy Hearns. I was like, it's my bad. I was thinking because Tommy Morrison found out. I think, was Morrison ever trained by Manny Stewart? He wasn't, was he?
I don't think so, no.
I was daydreaming and thinking about Tommy Morrison. I was like, yeah, until
I love Manny Stewart.
Because he didn't have any defense either, Tommy Morrison. So he was come forward all, whap, whap, whap.
No chin either.
Then he fucked around and found out Mercer got fucked up. But sorry, my bad. Let's go back to where we was. Tommy Hearns. Division champ.
I was really shocked or really puzzled when I seen Manny Stewart giving my trainer all this respect, like he was like he knew more than him. And I was scratching my head. And then later on, I just figured things out. Tommy was a gun you down, man. But in terms of defense, none of those fighters had good defense at Kronk.
Because that's not what their mantra is over there. It's just to get a knockout by near enough coming forward any means necessary, aggressive style, offense, no defense. Yeah.
But I witnessed this and I was puzzled. I was like, and I really kept my mouth shut because I was cool with him, man. Yeah, I really didn't talk that much about it. I was cool with him, man. He was nice. But then I used to watch him do the pad work, and I was like, okay, I could see it now. So there's a lot of trainers out there, and Freddie Roach is one of them. If the fighter win, you win. There's a lot of that going on, and you might have just came into the camp a couple of times and he win, and then when the people see him win, the trainer wins along with him. I don't care if the trainer might not know nothing, but if his fighter keep winning, he's going to win.
Right. It's kind of like that. Yeah, it's like that at the present moment. Like yeah. Some of these trainers don't even build their fighter from scratch. They may jump in at just fringe world level, or after they've obtained maybe their first world title, and then get all the accolades they've gave birth to that fighter. It's like that. It's called clout. They're clout chasing.
When you see Freddie Roach holding the pads, all you see him doing is this. And then you see Pacquiao just hitting the pads. You never see the direction. You never see slip, relax, or nothing you never see none of that. You just see him doing this. And I feel bad because he got mad at me because I went over to shake his hands and he turned away from me.
Really?
He turned away from me, and I felt bad because I was gonna go over and say, "Look, I'm just saying how I feel." I was talking to this other person.
You're allowed to. Yeah, you're allowed to. You're a legend. Shut up. Freddie Roach, how damn well dare you? Yeah, how dare you? I've got a couple of questions, and we will move on to current affairs. But I have got a few questions now that you brought up Tommy Hearns. Out of the 7 divisions that he was a champion, what was your favorite weight division, Tommy Hearns?
When he moved up.
From what
was he? Well, the welterweight. He was welterweight and what? Junior middleweight.
Welterweight all the way to cruiser. He went.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. So he went junior, middle. I mean junior, middle.
I think the Sugar Ray Leonard
light heavyweight too.
When you there
wasn't super middleweight when it did he?
There was. There was. He did. Yeah. There was.
Middle.
Then light heavy.
Yep. Cruiser.
Yep.
Yeah. 7 divisions. Yeah. So okay. So was your favorite? You're saying 154 then?
No, I like when he was welterweight.
147.
Sugar Ray, Sugar Ray, and during that era and stuff. Yeah. I like that. And the next weight up,
54. Yeah.
I like that weight. Yeah, I used to watch him all the time. I was in California with him. He's a really cool dude.
Yeah. Shouts out to Tommy Hearns. What up, Neff? also, why didn't you aim to be undisputed? Because we're on the road to undisputed at this moment in time. Could you tell me about your? Well, obviously, you was a 2-time heavyweight champ. So, talk about the first time you was heavyweight champ against who, and then the round that you came back and got
But
the
the
belt.
gold, I just kept on fighting, and the gold, undisputed and all that never crossed my mind. I was just working my way up that ladder, and
I mean, sorry, my bad. 2 belt. What was you? 2 belt, 3 belt era?
Oh, I had 4 belts. I had I had 5. I was the 2 real ones: the WBC, the WBA. Yeah. I was 2-time North American and 1-time USBA.
So to be a complete champ, to collect, it was 2 belts then. So you was the 2 belt. The WB, you said the WBA
and WBC. I did win both of them, the big ones.
Yeah. So to be undisputed in your era, it was to get 2 belts. Those 2 belts.
You had to win. You had to beat everybody and all that. You undisputed. Yeah. Nobody disputed you. I never could get to that point.
Yeah.
We never.
Talk about your championship, obtaining your first belt.
Oh, my first belt. I think it was Greg Page. Was it Tubbs? Greg Page. He know it is Greg Page. I think. We both were training real hard.
Yeah, it was Greg Page. You're right, Tim. It was Greg
Page. Yeah, okay, real quick. So we both was frustrated with Don King, right? We both were arguing. I had lawyers. I had somebody call them, talk to them about the money and everything. And so Greg Page was arguing also. So I played it smart. I said, wow, we both arguing with Don. I better back off. I backed off. Now I won the fight, but I knew that Don was on my side more than Greg, because Greg kept on talking. He kept on talking to the media, and I laid back and played smart. So if it was a close fight, I would have got it because Greg was screaming. Greg was like mad, and I just started using my brain. I said, let me stop and just relax and get in shape. And I did a good job. Greg was tough. And I did a good job. I came out with the championship. And then I fought Tubbs.
Yeah. So former WBA and WBC, as we call it, the Muhammed Ali belt. And also, remember you told me the story about you was at the gym and was it a limo or a nice car pulled up, and who gets out? Tell
No, we were in Don King's camp in Orwell, Ohio.
Okie dokes, yeah.
This is when we first found out about Tyson. So we all in, there's about 30 of us in the camp, maybe more. So everybody about their business is the gym, there's the game room, everybody go in. So I don't know, it was a limo or a regular car. It pulled up, and then Don King got out of it. And there's a chair right in front of one of the cabins. Well, it sleeps like about 30 people, and then it's long, but in the middle is the game room. So he sat there, everybody came around him, was talking to, hey, Don, what's going on and stuff? Hey, how you doing? We making jokes. And Don said to this, he said, the reason why I came here is because I wanted to tell y'all heavyweights, there's a new boxer out there. And his name is Tyson. His name is Mike Tyson. He said, y'all better get in shape. He said, you better get in shape. Get in shape because he's coming. He's coming. And then we started thinking, man, he must be going to try to go get him after he left. It was like, man, he must be going. And that's what he was trying to do. We found out that he was trying to get Tyson away from Customado and all them guys. And so we didn't take heed. We didn't take heed. We said, no. And then we seen them fight, and everybody started getting serious.
But who was the time when you was also, and was it the Ali's when you?
I was Ali's sparring partner. He was sick.
Yeah. Tell.
That was up in Deer Lake. So I was in camp sparring with Matthew Saad Muhammad, who's a light heavyweight. He was a light heavyweight champ. And so we up in Deer Lake, Pennsylvania, training. So then all of a sudden, Ali, it's a big hill. You come up a hill to get to his camp. And so then the car came up in there, and guess who got out the car? Muhammad Ali. He was outside. He was inside sparring. We got out the car. He walked into the gym. He walked into the gym. We sparring, and then everything stopped. Right? We stopped and said, "Hey, champ." He said, "No, keep on." He said, "Finish." So we finished sparring, and he saw me working. So when I got out, he said, "There's a good chance that I'm fighting Larry Holmes." And he said, "I seen you move around." He said, "I want you to be my sparring partner." And I was like, my eyes went like that. I know. I said, "Okay." So I gave them my information. And then he left camp. I forgot. I think I had a fight. I was training for a fight, and I won it and everything. And then they called me later on to come back. They called me about a month and a half later, and I went back up to camp to be his sparring partner. But he was sick.
Oh, so you didn't spar him in the end?
No, I did spar him.
Oh, okay. I thought you said that.
They paid me like 20 grand. Oh, no, they paid me 15,000 to spar with him. So when I came there, we came back up. I'm sparring with him, and it was easy. It was easy. I was getting in there. I got in shape to come on. I was going to the body. I was hitting him to the head easy. And then I went back to the corner a couple of times. I said, "Slim, something's wrong. It's easy to. This can't be the Ali. What is he playing with me?" And then Slim said, "Huh?
What year was this about?
80. No, wait. You should know."
No, why would I, Tim? Tim, I'm an oracle. I know things, and I do.
Was it in 80, 81, I think.
Okay, so that was just before he lost his that type, because he lost in 82, I believe, and that was.
It was 82 because I fought Holmes in 83.
Yeah, so 80. Bruce Gass shouts out. It says it's 1980. So yeah, had to be okay. So yeah, by that time, he already had the Parkinson's for sure.
No, he was sick that nobody knew because
nobody knew, but he had it though.
Yeah. He was like sick, and my trainer said, "Tim, I noticed something was wrong with him because he's not putting out." And he said, Tim, just hit him to the body because it was easy to hit him in the head. I even took my hand like instead of like this, I went like that,
opened it slightly,
and went like that.
But to not hit him as hard, so you didn't hit him as hard,
right? So then I start just going to his body. That's it. And if I did hit him in the head, I would act like it and I pull it back.
Yeah.
Hard. We later found out later that he was sick. Yeah. They were arguing about it. And real quick, I was in the Dunes Hotel. Here it is, a young guy like me and all this stuff going on. You would probably stay. Y'all guys would stay. I wanted to go home. So I went over to Caesar Palace to go get my tickets to go home. So I get up on the 11th floor, get off the elevator. I hear all this screaming and hollering. I was like, somebody fighting. So I walked down to Howard Bingham. Howard Bingham is the guy that took care of the flights and everything. So I wanted to get my flight and get out of here. Y'all guys would have stayed, I just wanted to get out of here. So I walked down the hall, and I'm hearing them screaming and hollering. So I walked past the room, and I looked in there. Ali sitting on the bed with a towel around his neck.
I remember
Angelo Dundee, my trainer, all those guys that was in there arguing about him fighting or not fighting. And I was like, whoa. So I stood there.
Yeah, because someone that he was fighting, wasn't it? Not because
Larry Holmes.
Yeah, but it's because the hangers-on wanted the money out of him.
There you go. And there was some that didn't want him to fight, and there was some. So Ali was sitting on the bed like a little baby, he had his towel, and he was looking back and forth with them. They didn't know I was standing there. So I was out there looking. I said, oh, my God, the fight might not go off. So then I went down to Harold Bingham room. I knocked on the door, and he was frustrated. Everybody was frustrated. I said, Howard, can I get a ticket out here, please? So his wife said, leave him alone. His wife said, he's tired. I said, wait a minute. I'm just trying to get out of here. Can you get my ticket? So she started getting tough with me. And then Howard said, stop. He said, I'll get your ticket, Tim. Just go back over to the dunes. So when on the way back, they still was arguing and fighting. Yo, man, he could fight. The ones that want the money want him to fight, and the ones that think they shouldn't, they would say, no, I don't think he should. So I went back over to the dunes. I said, yo, the fight might not go on, y'all. They might cancel the fight. Ali, he's sick. And he went on and fought.
Lost.
And after the first couple of seconds, we knew he wasn't going to win.
Yeah. It was sad. So that was an epic story. Epic story. But
Firsthand. I witnessed that firsthand.
Yeah. I know. It's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Wanted to get paid. They didn't care about his health. And then later on, they diagnosed him with Parkinson's. He had Parkinson's and everything, I think, when he fought Holmes. It was right at the beginning of it.
Oh, yeah. I think it was triggered. My belief is from Fraser fight.
He got hit by a couple of other guys too. When his head.
He got hit a lot. Fraser,
you're right.
Fraser, Foreman.
Even Shavers, he took a lot of punishment in those fights.
Yeah.
No, they said, know what? They saying Shavers did it. That's what.
This is what I'm saying. So Ali took a lot of shots.
Wasn't there a fight of Leon Spinks in '78 where
that was Spinks' seventh,
and Spinks won the title? And I remember I was only a kid, but I remember Harry Carpenter going to Ali and went, "What's wrong? What happened?" Because he was doing nothing, and I'm thinking, was he all dead? Was he all dead in '78?
No, he was sick. He was sick.
He was sick in '78 when he lost to Leon Spinks.
Yeah, because it's a motor neuron disease, so it starts and then it starts to ramp up every year. So when it started to really present itself, when we saw it, I was never old enough to see a well Ali. I always remembered him.
I just remember that Leon
started about 78, 79.
Yeah,
it would have started.
I was 6 at the time, but I just remember Harry Carpenter after the fight going, "What was wrong? What were you doing?" Because he was doing nothing. And now look back on it, he was sick then. He was sick when he fought Leon Spinks.
Because Leon Spinks was what, 6th or 7th pro fight?
That's 7 fights, 7-0. But
he won the rematch though when he was
with ease. Yeah, he schooled Spinks in a rematch and won that, no problem.
See, that's the great thing, because now what you're saying is, how comes if he was sick then and he lost then, but then he came back and schooled him? What's the difference? Because he should have still been sick. I'm not sure.
They found a way to probably keep him healthy, but they probably diagnosed certain things. And he was dehydrated. He was dehydrated all the time. When we was in the camp, he was dehydrated. He lost a lot of weight. He was like 211. When he fought Holmes, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think he came in at 210, 211. And he was weak. He couldn't even stand up certain days. We seen him. He was just drawn out. And we said, how could he just win? But I figured he can go over to Vegas and just wake up and beat Larry. But he just kept declining.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's amazing to speak to someone as yourself that was a part of that lineage. So shouts out to rest in peace, Muhammad Ali. Shouts out to you, Terrible Tim.
I like this show.
And this show likes you. KOK, you've been quiet there. Is there anything before we go on to current topics that you want to chop up with Tim?
Yeah, just real quick. Like I said, because I was a little young during a lot of your era, but I remember one of the first fights I seen of you live was like I think you fought Jorge Luis Gonzalez. He was a Cuban fighter with the double gold medal.
Yeah.
And I think it was like on the Mercer undercard or something like that. But that was my. I always remember that because I was like 17. I was like a junior, and he had the damn ponytail. And the way you just smashed him and he fell against the ropes. It was just like,
he was arrogant. He was arrogant, and his chin was up in the air. And even the crowd noticed it and didn't like him the way his attitude was. We was there for a couple of days. And he didn't seem like he was like down to earth, like he always thought his chin was up in the air. And when I knocked him out, everybody was like, "Whoa, yay, happy
His
about
head
it."
was up in the air. That's why
he was kind of like, you kind of get snobbish vibes out. Like,
Yeah.
he's a damn
Yes.
snob.
I think
Like,
Riddick Bowe knocked him out the year before.
Yeah, Riddick
Yes.
Bowe knocked him out. Yep.
Yeah, gave him his first L then. So yeah.
yeah, but he act like that didn't even happen. Like his well,
Yeah.
excuse my language, his S didn't stink because I couldn't stand it. Like I said, the ponytails, like when you just smashed him, I was like, yeah,
Like a
boy.
Keith Thurman.
Oh yeah,
straight up on him.
So,
I kept my hands up and caught him. I caught him, and that was it.
and that was it. That was all she wrote. Okay, so now we are going to go on to what's happening now, the pop culture within boxing right now. So we're at the weekly wrap up. Shiggity shiggity word, shiggity shit. So the reason why I'm saying pop culture, because it brings us on to this kid. Ryan Garcia versus Devin the Dream Haney. We're going to chop this up. So I'd like to obviously, we've spoken about this already, myself and the other panel members, but we're just going to get your opinion and thoughts on the matter. As we saw a few weeks ago, Ryan Garcia wins a majority decision against Devin the Dream Haney, who was currently undefeated. Ryan Garcia, 1 loss via Tank Davis.
Okay.
We saw Devin Haney touch the canvas 6 times. I think 3 out of the 6 were deemed as knockdowns. And it was a sight to see, really. We saw the lead up towards this fight. Ryan Garcia drinking, smoking weed.
That was bad.
In cahoots with Floyd Money Mayweather. He's a hell of a fighter. He's a 5-star fighter. But and decided to basically blow the weight, and which this fight was set at the super lightweight division of 140 pounds, right? So he comes in at 143.2, somewhere around there.
As a welterweight.
Yeah, basically as a welterweight. And all the antics, like he's presenting himself like he's got mental health issues, which he did say in the past he did have previously. So, and then anyway, so we bring into the fight all this stuff. Yeah. So he says, we don't know because this kid lies. He said those types of things to avoid having fights. So when Devin Haney, when he was fighting title eliminators to actually fight Devin Haney for the then WBC belt, Ryan Garcia would duck out of these title eliminators, or he'd win the title eliminator and then he would say, oh, I've got mental health and I can't do it. So my thoughts are on this, that this kid literally is just a mess and he's not good for boxing at all. What did you think about, because we're going to get, and then we top it up with the PEDs. What did you think about whilst you was watching this?
Okay. You know, like you have a team. You all work together. And my team, before the fight, we would talk about what we would say before the fight and after the fight. We will always rehearse and say the right things. Always promote your opponent.
Yeah.
So your team, your manager, your promoter, your trainer, well, not the most of the manager, but the promoter, but your trainer is supposed to whisper in your ear some things to say before the guy put the mic up to you. This is all a part of the fight. This is all a part of the fight game. So every time I won or every time I had a fight, my trainer would come over to me and say, make sure you mention this. Make sure you say that. Don't say this. Don't say that. This is what these boxers don't have today, because their trainers, a lot of their trainers never really experienced, I think, at levels like championship and all that, you know? So that's what my trainer would do. Say, Tim, make sure you say positive things about that dude you knocked out, or make sure you know this and that. So you rehearse it.
your opponent, because if you talk down your
what
opponent,
exactly did he do? What did Garcia do?
He talked him down. So if you talk your opponent down, then you can't be victorious when you win. You can't be celebrating. If he was a bum, why are you celebrating so hard? So
I would have never act like I was drinking beer or act like it was an easy fight. That's the rate. That's the rate. He's going backwards.
Yeah.
So whoever his trainer and whoever his confidant was, they should have never told him to say stuff like that. Now everybody's talking about it. See, back when I was fighting, they got in our ears and say, make sure you do this, make sure you do that when the last bell ring. And that's the problem they're having nowadays. Garcia should have never got up there and talked like that. That shows his management, whoever that, they don't know what they're doing in terms of like when the fight is over or whatever. So, and it shows their experience. The trainer should have even said something. Like Devin Haney, go ahead.
No, that was a glitch. Go ahead. Nobody said.
But Devin Haney, he went to the level that's as far as he can go. Now to me, when he was fighting Garcia, there was something missing. So he went to that level. Somebody have to be able to take him further than that. So maybe his dad won't be able to do it. He lost confidence. You can see in the fight that Devin Haney lost confidence. And Garcia really, to me, is not a hard fight.
Not technically, he shouldn't be. He leaves his chin up in the air as well. And I mean, he does have natural power. Devin Haney doesn't have that God-given power at all, to be honest. But I mean, he's blessed with great boxing fundamentals. Good boxing.
Real quick. But if you turn your body a certain way and bend your knees, you could deliver that punch with a certain amount of power. See, got some boxers that don't have power. They could bend their knees and twist and like a slingshot and do like that. There's some boxers that just natural strength just go boom. But there's other boxers that got to bend and twist and deliver their punch. And this is what a lot of these trainers don't know. I was taught by the old timers. I don't know what they're doing.
I'm with you. I don't think
I was a devastating puncher. I was determined. I was showed how to deliver it properly.
Yeah.
And on your certain parts of your body with the hit, right around here and the back of your ear and stuff like that. Go ahead, sister. Go ahead.
Equilibrium shots to get off their balance.
They're not doing it these days.
No. Well, there are some concussive fighters out there that will just hit you, one punch or maybe two punches and you concuss and you're fucked up. But there's a lot more fighters now that are accumulative punches. They throw the punches in bunches and overwhelm you. They're not really hurting you, but it's just a lot coming at you.
And no defense.
Yeah. So I mean, but if you're defensively irresponsible, and you're getting someone that's, you should be able to negate that. But that's easier said than done because I don't box. So, I'm just saying it from my little comfortable office here.
Everybody's offense these days.
Yeah, and defense is offenses and that. So, yes.
It's not. Go ahead.
In these days, I'm saying, that's what they're saying, defense is offense.
That's bad.
I know. I think it's that. I think it's also a matter of fear. Like, I got to hit you before you really hit me. So, because I'm not that good.
You just said it. If you don't know defense, that's fear.
It's fear.
But if you got defense, that'll give you confidence. Man, this guy can't hit me. I know how to block it.
Yeah.
That what gives you the confidence. And you only get hit unless you make that mistake.
Right. Yeah, because you wasn't. I was just going back onto yours. You wasn't hit a lot. You wasn't hit a lot, and maybe that's why you've got your God bless to you and all praises.
I had one messed up eye. Carter Truth did. I had one messed up eye. He had a good jab. That was the only time I had. When I came in all my fights, I had no scratches or nothing.
Yeah, he's Carl's jab.
Yeah.
Phenomenal jab. Larry Holmes, phenomenal jab. So
I stopped Larry's though.
Yeah, you negated his jab. But I mean in that you didn't get a lot of punishment because you're not punch drunk. You still look.
I'm a little bit.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm not punch drunk, but I forget a lot. I forget.
Yeah. What? Yeah. A lot of the boxers that I speak to, yeah, they do forget a lot. That's to be. Okay. That's to be. He'll be back. That's to be expected because even though I'm saying you didn't get hit a lot, you guys still got hit. So there's some people that just got hit way more than others.
Yes.
But all boxers that I speak to, they've all got bad memories. And when I try making these shows, it's like they're like, keep reminding me every day. Some fighters, I need to remind them every single day until the lead up of the day.
I remembered.
You remember? No, you're. This is. I'm talking about younger cats, and they don't be remembering.
Ooh, you serious?
Yeah. I'm serious. They don't be remembering, man. Cats that are like 10 years younger than you and 20 years younger than you. They don't. Maybe even 25 years younger than you. Some even 30 years younger than you.
Now you're pushing the button now.
No, they don't really remember it. I'm swear to you. I've interviewed. Guys, tell Tim how many people I've had on this show. I've interviewed. Like literally,
what a start!
I mean, I've interviewed. So I go from referees, Kenny Bayless.
Oh, Kenny, that's my man.
Yeah, Jack Reese. We've had Roy Jones Jr.
Media guys like Steve Kim.
Steve Cunningham.
Okay, Steve, that's my man. He's a nice guy, Steve.
Carlos Takam, Hasim Ruckman. Ronnie Shields.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, the list goes on. We've got our women fighters: Natasha Jonas, Hannah Rankin, Fabio Wardley, and he's coming up. Team Dillian White. Yeah, I've had a lot. Shane Mosley.
Whoa.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people.
That's cool. It's a pleasure to be on your show,
and it's a pleasure to have you. No, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I thank you for coming. So yeah. So I mean, and I'm talking and that's just a few that we've had. And there's a lot of memory problems within the fight.
Okay.
The fight thing. So yeah. So you look absolutely younger than your age.
Okay, thank you.
You're not punchy, and your skin is good. So you know. To you. Right, yeah.
You don't see nobody doing this no more. Just lay it across your head and lay this across your stomach. You bring them up. I used to catch when the jab come this way. I used to catch a jab, pull them and hit them with the punches. Yeah, you take it when it comes in, you grab it, and I pull them, then hit them with a punch,
and then shoot back. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be like in practice. You get in trouble if you do that in the ring, like in the
fight. Right. No, that's what I'm saying. So you didn't really get hit a whole lot. So, so then now we also had Ryan Garcia. Then ends up popping dirty for Austrian, which is basically strips down your fat, gives you strength, speed, endurance, and helps you bulk muscle. It's not an anabolic, but it works kind of like more of a new age anabolic, even though it's, So now we're going forward for Devin Haney. He wants a no contest, but I think they're writing to the New York State Commission that they now absolutely they want they actually want it. They want him DQ'd. Now, my point in this, I think you should just take the no contest. I mean, because everybody saw Devin's ass get handed on a plate to him. Do you think it's the better route to go for the DQ? So he has it as a win, because that's what a DQ will be. He will have that as a win, whereas the no contest will be like, all right, he will still retain his O.
Okay,
it's just it's just an NC. So which one? What do you think about all of this popping dirty and then the route? What would you think? What was your thoughts?
I think it's just an excuse. I'm really did. Those steroids can help you, but if you got skills, you should be able to hang in there. How much more could that help Garcia? Those stuff he was taking,
Strength a lot. For strength.
I knocked out guys that were strong as hell, like they had steroids. Is how you fight. Is who's in your corner. Now so he got a little edge on him, I guess, by taking that stuff. But I knocked out guys that were strong, and their stamina was good. He could look and his confidence. I when I seen that, looked like I seen a little bit of it. I could see in his eyes that he lacked confidence.
I think maybe he was shocked at how hard the punch is, because this was what we're saying. These are defensively. Well, Devin Haney's defensively sound. He's solid. He got
caught with them shots, so he must be not. He got caught with those shots.
He got caught with them left hooks now. Yeah, no.
I think he underestimated Ryan's hand speed, probably.
But they fought in the amateurs 6 times. Yeah. They're 3-3, so they grew up together. 8 years old. They know each other. So I don't think he was shocked at Ryan's hand speed. I think, well, maybe. Look, 2 things could be right at the same time. I don't think he would have been initially shocked at Ryan's hand speed, but he was shocked in the end at Ryan's hand speed, because growing up with Ryan, he obviously knew that Ryan had great hand speed, but because of the antics that Ryan displayed, he probably thought that Ryan had fallen off. So by the time he went into the ring and Ryan has exemplified this hand speed, that's when he's like, oh, wow, snap. I thought you dropped off, so yeah. So is it fair though? Because I'm down for a clean sport, in my opinion. Sorry,
Listen, I think
I'll still watch you, but I need it clean. Let's have clean.
Look, hand speed is one thing, but that's to me, that's not what it was. The confidence. So you got hand speed, keep your hands up and block it. That speed don't mean nothing to me. I fought guys with speed. You just got to block the punches. Keep your hands up. To make that statement. He made that statement.
No. That was just me surmising.
Yeah, the hand speed to me, all you gotta do is keep your hands up and block it.
What he did say that Ryan was unusually strong. That's what he did state. So
I don't care how strong you are. I'm knocking you the hell out if I get a chance. You could be. Listen, I knocked that guy strong. Why are you making all these excuses, making the situation weak? You either got beat. Why are you making all these little different things that makes it even worse? It makes you look bad.
Look like a bitch. Just say
you beat me, you beat me. You beat me.
You think he's
a little bit of steroids? That really does help a little. But if you got good skills, you can still beat that guy with them steroids, ain't you?
But Tim, I think you might look at it different because you're a big guy and you're a heavyweight. Okay. With these smaller lads, is it really fair that somebody can come in with the strength of someone that's maybe you're coming in overweight, you're coming in naturally, you've rehydrated to about 175 pounds.
What's a couple of pounds? Oh, after the fight, he gained a lot of weight. He should have been sluggish.
No, because remember, in you guys' time, it was same day weigh-ins. Yeah. In our era, they weigh in the day before, and then they rehydrate. And so when they come so they make the weight. So he was supposed to make 140. Like I said, he came in 143.2. So Devin, it was up to Devin if he wanted to still take the fight, or not. Devin said, I'll take the fight. Also, Ryan Garcia got fined by the commission. And then once he rehydrated the next day, he came into the ring at 175 pounds, whereas Devin had to boil down as the consummate professional to hold his title as the WBC 2-division champ. He did make the weight and boiled down to 140. So he already came in with Ryan Garcia at a total deficit. And then the kid has PEDs. And listen, the kid had PEDs and only won by majority decision. So you got to still give Devin the Dream Haney some fucking credit against all those odds. I do. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
It's just so awkward and crazy. So Garcia was how many pounds heavier than Danny when the fight started?
I think, but they said Devin Haney came in at 160 and Ryan Garcia came in, I think, about 172, 173.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah. See, context is everything, you know? Yeah. Sometimes you need to, when you hear everything of the story, you're like, damn. And the kid got knocked down 6 times. And credit to him, he still got up.
Yeah.
He didn't get stopped. We know there's defensive flaws.
Who's his trainers, Dad? Who's his trainers, Dad?
Bill Haney. And
how many fights did Bill have?
Oh, Bill's had none.
And that was his trainer.
Well, it's always been his trainer. Yeah, his dad since, yeah. I mean, he's 30. He was 31-0. I mean, 2 division champ.
And what was his biggest fight besides this one?
Probably Camboso's fight. Yeah.
He became undisputed. He's former undisputed 135. So, I mean, his hardest fight would have been, the Lomachenko, but he became undisputed, beating somebody called George Kambosos, and that was that one.
And Kambosos, he's strong, right?
No, right, from Australia. He just got beat recently by Lomachenko, just so
Okay.
Kambosos, he's known for beating Teofimo Lopez.
He beat Teofimo Lopez a couple about a year, 2 years ago now.
Almost be 3 years ago now.
Yeah. Oh, that's gone quick. So I mean, so Devin Haney is he's a decorated amateur. I wouldn't say decorated in an amateur because he did a lot of his he is a decorated amateur. Let me get that straight. Won a lot of, his, the amateur tournaments and stuff, him and Ryan as well. He actually has a great amateur record. I think he's only lost, I want to say, about 15 amateur fights out of having about over 200. So, and then he went to Tijuana and he turned pro, and then, he was 31-0. Yeah, so I'm just saying, I just think a little bit more credit should be given to the lad because, I mean, he did get bounced off the canvas 6 times. 3 were deemed as knockdowns. He made the weight as a consummate professional, what you're supposed to do as a champion. And the other guy came in just on the... And he still defensively got stuff wrong. We're not taking you right. That left hook found its way home. But what I'm saying with all of these things, when you're boiling down your punches, because you're a heavyweight, you didn't have to boil down. So this affects these.
What you mean?
You didn't have to make weight.
Yeah.
So these lads are like, Devin Haney's 25 years old, right? And he walks around at like 180, 175.
Wow.
Right? He's 5'9", 10, right? 25 years old. You are busting and you got to make 140. He made 135. He got undisputed, moved up. Yeah. Fought the toughest, hardest hitting guy at 140 in Regis Prograis. Beat him, took the WBC belt. So he's former undisputed in the 4-belt era. Goes down in history as the 8th person in the 4-belt era. And he balled down to 140 while the other guy drank alcohol, smoked weed, said, I'm coming in at whatever I want to come in at. Devin Haney was like, I'll still fight you. Then the guy's got PEDs. So Devin Haney's punch resistance is all fucked up. He don't rehydrate to the fullest. And Ryan Garcia rehydrates as a light heavyweight.
Marijuana?
Huh?
He smoked marijuana?
Yeah.
And they know about it?
Yeah, before leading up to the fight, yeah.
Did they test him? Did he get positive?
No, because I think how long does weed stay in the system?
10 days, but it depends on how much you smoke. I paid $50,000 and got fined. They tried to take my belt from me, and they sent me to the rehab for 4 months.
And you said no.
They sent me to the rehab. I was in the rehab, and they was like, "You don't belong in here. You was smoking weed." He said, "Man, I was shooting heroin and doing cocaine." He said, "What you doing here?" And I said, "I just smoked a couple of drags of weed before my championship fight." And they was like, "Wow, you can speak, but let us get our stuff out." All the drug addicts was there, and they couldn't believe that they took.
You like work? We're on heroin and on everything.
Yeah. And they were like, "Man, we like for you to be here, Tim, but let us get our stories out." And so I was sitting around with them. How about that? 4 months to the rehab, $50,000.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I mean, he didn't pop for the weed. I just guess he was tested the day before the fight, so weigh in, he failed. Well, they find out the test
He
result.
failed the day before.
Yeah, but they didn't know that, because they take the test and then you have to wait. It has to go to the lab, and then you get that. So he failed the weigh-in test, and he failed the day of the fight, after the fight, for PED. So so what I'm saying, in Austrian isn't found naturally in your system at all, and the New York State Commission do not. Some other states allow minute amounts to be in your system. New York State Athletic Commission does not, and so it's not about quantifiable amounts, it's about qualifiable. It shouldn't be in your system, full stop. There's no way to explain it at all. So with all these things against Devin Haney, and this guy does all this to beat Devin Haney, and you only get a majority decision. I mean, God damn. Was that your enhanced performance for real? Who knows? Who am I? I'm just a little black girl from London. Who knows? I don't know the most. A lot of great interviews. I
see that.
Shouts out to Queen Lisa Bells, that's my sister from New Jersey.
Queen
Lisa. So now we're going to bring it up to we scratched with Ryan. So now we're going to talk about. We want to talk about. Do you guys want to talk about what Canelo or I want to go to Fury and Usyk? Because I want to Fury and Usyk.
Yeah.
This is the heavyweights, and this is your division. So let's go to Fury and Usyk.
Okay, let's go.
In the building. In the building. Okie dokes. So now we are here for the road to Undisputed, as we are so excited because this is long awaiting. We last held the title, and when I say we, a Brit, a la Lennox Lewis, beat Evander Holyfield for the Undisputed title. Yes. It was controversial the first time because I didn't have it no draw. Okay, listen, Lennox Lewis got robbed. He got robbed. Yeah, he got robbed that first time round. But anyway, so that was back in 1999, 25 years ago. Okie doke. So now we've had 0 undisputed heavyweights since then. So now we have Tyson Fury, who is Kenny Ken on our panel. Let me put the panel. Kenny Ken's favorite fighter. Okay. He's a 5-star fighter. He's a hell of a fighter. Yeah. And then we have Alexander Usyk, who dethroned one of my favorite guys, because my other favorite guy is Bud Crawford, but dethroned this guy twice.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
Please get the fuck out of here, man. It's my night.
All right, Canelo. All right, it's not your night tonight, Canelo. So I want to know your opinion on going from history with the Lewis and Holyfield fight, and what makes either Tyson Fury or Alexander Usyk the best heavyweight in this era. Let's go.
In this era, I guess, that's it. Well, no. Now, the crop of them look real good. Anthony Joshua, I think, throw better combinations, but they all don't have defense.
They all
don't have defense.
So, yeah, I know. Yeah, for real.
All of them went down on the canvas. All of them, every single one of them.
Not
Usyk. Canvas, but not Usyk. But in my era, not too many guys went down on that canvas because the defense was much more better then.
Yeah. So we've never seen Usyk. He's gone down in the amateurs against Artur Beterbiev. Shot to the body, took him down. That's in the Amis. He's never. Alexander Usyk's former undisputed cruiserweight champion. Now he's the unified heavyweight champion. So, with that being said, he's dethroned Anthony Joshua. Tyson
It's easy to beat him. It's easy to beat him. I'll tell you how.
Okay, let's go. What's your prediction? Tim's prediction. Let's go.
Now, I had talked about this many times on shows and everything. Mike the Bounty Hunter was a cruiserweight heavyweight.
He was on the show. I had him on the show.
No, you're talking about his son. I'm talking about his dad.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nobody could touch him.
Okay.
This guy would move. He did all kind of stuff, right? So my trainer, so we went up there to spar with him. So my trainer said, Tim, he's a mover. All you have to do is jab him to the body, throw 1-2s to the body. Do not try to hit his head because his movement is, you can't move this. But you try to aim at this, you'll get out the way of it. But if you throw 1-2s at the body, and jab, keep hitting at the body, you got to be in shape. Put pressure on him, and he do the move, hit the closest thing to you. If his arm there, hit his arm. Because mentally, he know he's being touched because they don't like to be touched. That's why they move like that. So we did this to the bounty hunter. The bounty hunter took his headgear off and threw it, started cussing everybody out because I started getting to him. You got to be in good shape, though. When he started all this moving, don't go for this. Hit the arm, hit his arm. Hit down here. Hit his shoulder. Don't go for this. Okay? Because that's easy to get out the way. But if you go for this, 1-2s, jab for a couple of rounds, you're going to forget about it. Then you work on his head. And that all Tyson Fury has to do. He's got long arms, jab him to the body. Just think of that. Think of it. Jab him to the body. I don't care which way he move. If you hit him down to the bodies, you're going to connect. But if he moving and you try to hit him up here, you're most likely not going to hit him. But the body is bigger, and you can get it. We've done it to him. I know Tyson Fury, if he does that, it'll be by the 4th and 5th round, Usyk going to be mad because they don't want you touching their body. That's why they move a lot. So I do believe if you go to the body, jabbing them 1-2s real hard, hit him on the arm real hard, forget about the head, he'll get him down the line.
So your official prediction is?
I don't know what Tyson Fury. I don't know what kind of shape. I don't know what kind of game plan. I know he's going to come out the same way.
Yeah, but I want you to...
Who's his trainer?
Sugar Hill, Manuel Steward's nephew.
No comment. Yeah. No comment.
Yeah, Siobhan Hill, isn't it? Sugar Hill, yeah. Siobhan Hill was his trainer, Sugar Hill. So Sugar Hill gets his fighters to sit on top of you and throw punches on the attack and put snapping your punches. You talk about defense. No defense.
Who?
You know Sugar Hill. You know how
Sugar Hill never fought a day in his life.
That's what I was trying to say because when Tyson Fury was with he was with his uncle Peter. And then he went to Ben Davison, and he's gone with Sugar Hill because it was all about the second Wilder fight where he was going to sit on top of Wilder, rough him up a bit and then whack him one. He's still with the same trainer against a boxer like Usyk, and they want to go and maul him and whack him one. And I'm thinking, you can't do that with Usyk because you're talking about move, body. They don't fight like that in the crowd. Siobhan Hill don't train like that.
No.
Yeah. So what he's saying is, even though he's a Tyson Fury's one of his favorite heavyweights, he's saying that that's not the way that Tyson Fury and I wanted to.
Who said Tyson Fury is one of their favorite heavyweights?
Oh no, Kenny Ken, who's talking, the brother.
Oh, I've watched all the fights.
Yeah, he's been objective.
Joshua, me and my wife have gone all over the country to watch them, but obviously I'm a massive Tyson Fury fan. But
we don't know why. But go ahead.
Even I'm thinking, well, hang on here. How he fought Klitschko, how he fought Deontay Wilder in the first fight. I thought that was the right way, where it was box move. Obviously, he didn't use his defense. His defense was his movement and like that. Whilst obviously you guys do this. Tyson Fury doesn't really do all of that. His movement is his defense. Well, but I was thinking, you know, when
if he would have been got knocked out if he was shorter. Now because he's 6'9", he don't have to really be down here, and most of your heavyweights gonna be down here. So that's why you didn't see him really get. He can move back even further because of his height, and you won't realize that that's what's really helping him. But if he was like 6'3" and 2, he would have got knocked out. But that's his difference. Who got a little small guy trying to reach up and swing at him? All he got to do is lean back a little bit, and you see him do it. I have nothing against him, but he grabs and everything. Somebody should have told him how to fight inside. If you get inside, even though he's tall, he'll grab you and try to make you tired. I'd rather see a guy grab, let go, than fight instead of grab and being down. But hey, Yusuf has got to move. He's got to move. If he do try to like come inside, he could probably do good if you come inside because Tyson Fury arms are long. So when he's inside, that takes away a lot. If he's out there,
he's got an 85-inch reach.
Wow. You know, so he's big and strong, and he's got plenty of heart. He's a gypsy. Those guys, when I was around them, they were tough. The girls were tough. I don't know y'all guys from over there. I spent a little bit of time with them, and they were really respectable.
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Sorry, I had to when you were saying that they're tough. Tell them about when you was out here, in England, because you're very accustomed to the UK as well.
Real quick, Tyson Fury's style is not really professional. He does kind of like amateur like stuff, but he's successful because he's big, he's strong, and there's really nobody around nowadays to dethrone him. So he's doing a good job.
I think Anthony Joshua beats him. Styles make
Anthony needs defense too.
I mean, but he does. But Tyson Fury is just not a knockout guy. Anthony Joshua's got after Wilder, he's got the highest knockout ratio in the heavyweight division. So, and he can move on his toes. He's a golden Olympian. He could, like you said, great combination thrower. And I just don't think that style is going to fare well for Tyson Fury. Anthony Joshua.
They said this is a problem.
His lack of head movement isn't good with Anthony Joshua. His lack of head movement isn't good, and Fury's head movement is good.
He don't even really have really good head movement.
He does all that.
They said Anthony.
Well, he does have better than Anthony Joshua because he feints a lot.
They said Anthony Chann is kind of skeptical.
But that's not true. You know why that's not true? Because he's been down the least out of all of them.
Yeah, I didn't really see that, but
no, that's
a lie. So he got hit, he got hurt. Yusuf dropped him, didn't he?
No, Yusuf never.
Who's that dropped him?
Ruiz.
Andrew Ruiz and Vladimir Klitschko. That's it.
And Vladimir Klitschko.
Okay,
yeah.
Klitschko.
By punches. Yeah. Deontay Wilder got knocked down several times by Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury's not a puncher.
Don't forget Harold Sconiers.
Sconiers. Yeah. Oh Lord, they rubbed that off the net. But anyway, we digress. So I mean, I don't have Tyson Fury winning this fight, Tim. To be honest, I have Usyk winning this fight by unanimous decision. It could go to a split decision. I know there's going to be one judge that probably says Fury wins, but there is a ref. I don't know his name. Sorry, my bad. But he is pro leaning and clinching. He refed Tyson Fury.
Yeah, I don't like that.
He refed Tyson Fury at the Klitschko fight. And if you saw that fight, what that was, and he refed Tyson Fury not too long ago. I forget which one. So he's very pro Tyson Fury, and he's very pro clinching and leaning.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Grab for like a split second, then defense or punch. Grab, punch, or grab, defense.
Clinching. Yeah, I'm not against clinching. Just excessive clinching. You need to know how to clinch to be able to survive. Clinching all day long. But when you're doing excessive clinching and dirty tactics, Tyson Fury throws elbows, forearms in your throat. That's what he did to Steve Cunningham. Steve Cunningham dropped him a few rounds in with the overhand right. And then Tyson Fury got up. Shouts out to him. He always gets up. He's got the best recovery, I think.
Okay.
And he continued to assault Steve Cunningham with forearms and elbows. And
Steve is just a cruiserweight.
And Steve was just a cruiserweight. Shouts out to my guy, Steve Cunningham. We'll be talking to him tomorrow.
Steve tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm doing a pre-rec with Steve.
He's
tomorrow.
a nice guy, man. He's a nice guy.
He's been on this show and rocked with us quite a few times as well.
Oh, tell him I said hi, okay? That's my man.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy, straight out of Philly as well.
Family man too. He's a family man. His kids, his wife, they still be together. They go everywhere together. I'm jealous.
Yeah, I know. Steve, we love you and your family. Yeah, he's got great family, great son, Cunningham Jr. Yeah. So yeah. But I mean, we've seen this can go really a number of ways when we look at the metrics of this fight, because like we're saying, you've got a pro Fury ref. He likes clinching. He doesn't mind excessive clinching and leaning.
What about the rules? What about the rules though?
Yeah, I mean, some refs
ref is pro clinching and hug, but what about the rules?
What about them?
I don't know the rules.
Either they're doing their own rules, Tim. They're doing their own. This is crazy. So I just don't really have. There's nothing that Tyson Fury does better than Usyk. Just my opinion.
So Usyk just moves a lot. I'm just going to tell you, he just moves a lot and looks pretty.
But he's volume
he does a good job. He does a good job, and he's in good shape.
And how to stop a mover, like you said, is correct by hitting to the body. But when you're 6'9" and somebody's 6'3", how much are you really going to crouch and leave yourself open?
It's easy. I said 1-2s and go long body shots. Keep them out there with it. Boom, boom. And you got to be in shape. You got to put pressure on them. Keep throwing punches. Keep throwing. So when every time you make a move, you already got 2 punches on them.
So if you have to dip though and become more 6'4", you got to remember he's fighting. The trajectory is downwards. So those body shots, to get those body shots, it's going to be easy.
Straight jab, and straight punches, 1-2s. Whip him like this. Whip him like that while he's out there playing around. Yeah, he don't have to get close. Whip him. Hit his elbow. Hit his shoulder. You know, you ain't gonna be able to hit his go to his body. If you don't if he just put his hand out, hit that. Because mentally in your mind, you're touching something.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what the judges see as well.
Well, it was not the fact for the judges when you hit them here.
I mean, it's not a scoring blow, but I mean,
for your opponent.
But the judges also, if it's tight rounds and the judges see you touching someone a little bit more, then they tend to swing it to you. But psychologically, just to know the fact that you're getting touched up, it's definitely going to be.
It's the movement, real quick. It's the movement that a mover doesn't like to be stopped from moving. So mentally, the movers will get frustrated if you stop their movement. That's why they move. He's moving because he can maneuver and deliver his punches, but he don't want nobody to stop that movement. And if you throw body shots and throw shots to the body instead of the head, he'll get frustrated a little bit because you're stopping his movement.
Yeah. I think that's the way you have to beat Usyk. You do. Usyk's 37 years old.
Leave the head alone. You got to leave the head alone.
Yeah, to get the body. Usyk's 37 years old. Tyson Fury 35. I mean, one's out his prime technically, and one's leaving. Is on the edge. So it's going to be interesting. Do you just think who would you have who is the best boxer in the heavyweight division? Would you say, because it's the undisputed champ that says it all, even if the undisputed champ hasn't fought everybody, a lot of the people in the division? Because there's a lot of people that USYK and Fury haven't faced in the division.
I think you have to fight everybody to be the undisputed. The top 10, everybody in the top 10.
I would say it. Thank you very much. Listen,
you beat everybody.
People call me an Anthony Joshua fangirl. I know. I call it how it is. I deal with stats, facts, and data. I criticize Anthony Joshua, the stuff that he does do well. I praise any fighter. I praise. They don't do it well. I let them know. But listen, Anthony Joshua has faced the most top 10 rated Ring magazine fighters. He's faced 8 and beaten 7 out of the 8. Let's talk about that. Tyson Fury, I think he will be facing his, I think, maybe 3rd ring-rated heavyweight. And Alexander Usyk will be, I think, facing, this will be his, will this be his second?
Can you tell me the name of some of those top 10s?
Well, at the time, yeah, they was Alexander Povetkin, Vladimir Klitschko, Joseph Parker, Andy Ruiz. My bad.
Some tough, yeah.
And then he won 2. Also, Kubrat Pulev was one of them at the time, who only had 1 defeat, was to Vladimir Klitschko. Same with Alexander Povetkin, 1 defeat to Alexander Povetkin. All of the others, a lot of AJ took 4 champions in a row. Some were already undefeated. Charles Martin, not the greatest heavyweight champ, we know it, but he was a champ nonetheless.
Okay.
AJ, yeah, so took his own, took Joseph Parker's own, took the belts of Vladimir Klitschko after Fury took those belts and then went off, and then Anthony Joshua came along and then recollected belts. So he's faced, obviously he's faced Alexander Usyk now into this era, had 2 losses, and the losses, we don't care if you've lost, we just care that you faced people.
Okay.
Top level of competition. You know what I mean? Because some of these cats are running around saying that they're the best, like they're Ali. Tyson Fury saying he's comparable to Ali.
No.
But you ain't cleaned out 2 divisions like Ali did. You haven't. You haven't been in 3 decades like Ali was. So let's...
And the opponents that he fought.
And the level of opponent that he fought. So that's why I give a lot of praise to Anthony Joshua, and people can't refute what I say, because everything's a fact. Everything's a piece of data, and it's a stat. And this is how I always win arguments. It's truth, you know. Yeah. So I just, in my opinion, I want Usyk to win. By the way, I want Usyk to win.
Oh, you a traitor, huh?
No, I'm on the side of the boxer that's always done right.
I know.
Everyone's fed up with Tyson Fury. That's pretty much why.
Yeah, go ahead, AJ. Take the stage, please, AJ. Give girl a break. Go ahead. You guys chat.
I'm picking Usyk to win as well. I think it's going to be, the fight's going to go the distance, but I think honestly it's going to be a controversial decision. Because let's be real, I think the Saudis and the boxing establishment want Tyson Fury to win. I don't know if Tim, if you heard about the incident, like a day or 2 ago, where Tyson Fury's dad.
What did he do?
Kevin's got to say about that.
He blatantly just assaulted a team member of Team Usyk. Like the guy was just standing there chanting Usyk, and Tyson Fury just I'm gonna quote Dana White here. He got Billy Goat headbutted. Like he smashed him in the fucking head with his fucking bit. And the ironic thing, John Fury's the one that got caught. He's the one that got cut. He was bleeding.
Yeah, that was bad. A lot of people didn't like that.
No, I mean, everybody is sick of John Fury and his bullshit antics. I mean, I don't know what it's going to take to get this guy.
Yeah, I was with them. I was with them. Yeah, I was with them for a while. And go ahead, finish. I was with them for like a month. up there.
No, yeah, I mean, just the headbutt is that, and I don't know, like I don't know what it's going to take to get John Fury just axed, just off the face of the earth, just banished somewhere, so he just doesn't bother anybody anymore.
Yeah, that was messed up.
I mean, if everybody thinks we're fed up with it, we just had enough of his dad. I mean, like at this point, he's worse than Thfemer Senior, like 100 times worse.
Yeah.
I mean, that it was like a contest between these two to see like who's the worst, like attention whore and clout chaser is John Fury by a country mile at this stage.
Yeah, that was bad. I saw the blood on his forehead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Did you see the video? Like when he did it? Like he did it?
No, I didn't actually see him doing it. I just seen it afterwards, and he was shouting and screaming and
yeah. I mean, and then it's like you got. I mean, I don't want to go in, but certain individuals, Chann knows who I'm referring to here. In the boxing media are defending John Fury's actions, if you can believe that. Like,
say that again. Say that again.
Certain individuals in the boxing media are defending John Fury's actions.
There's no way.
No, yeah, I'm not kidding. Like at this point, I'd say it's unbelievable. But
I'm gonna show you something. I'll show you something. But go ahead, keep talking while I pull it up.
But Chann knows exactly who I'm talking about. She knows exactly who I'm referring to, and it's just I don't understand how or why you could defend this. Like, what do you like? I don't understand what you get. I mean, I know Kenny Ken. He's not supporting this bullshit. I mean, like, let me go to you, Ken. Like, what you got to say about it?
Well, the guy should be ashamed of himself because I've had enough of him. I actually used to see him box, and he spent a lot of that time in a horizontal position. You know, to be honest, you know, when he fought Henry Akin one day.
One day that overhand right him down the rock.
I think the thing with him is that he's making up for lost time because obviously he couldn't go and watch his son in the US because he's banned for the US because he's got a criminal record because he spent time inside because his dad. But every time you see John Fury, he wants boxing matches. Everyone, he wants to fight everyone. You know, there's one guy who keeps on calling him out, an Irish gypsy from Manchester, and he never organises a fight. He wants to fight, you know, Carl Froch, Tony Bellew, and because at the end of the day, he's a fighting man.
He was calling out Tyson too recently as well.
Yeah, Mike Tyson is a fighting man, and no son born out of his mother's ain't going to beat him. You know, Carl Froch does his accent really. He goes, "I'm John Fury." You know,
I would do the exhibition with him.
Yeah, he won't want to fight you. You hit back though. You hit back. That's where he won't fight you.
If you challenge him, he won't. He'll be like, "Oh well, it has to make sense money wise." He'll say shit like that.
He's an absolute bully. Yeah, his other sons are actually quite good guys. Shane's comes across all right, but John Fury, every time he wants to fight him, and every time he gets
Fury's a nice guy as well.
Peter Fury's cool too. He's cool.
Peter Fury's cool as well, but the guy's an embarrassment. He's an absolute embarrassment. Every time either his son who can't box anyway fights. I'm talking about Tommy, but Tyson. It's my son. All the guy was doing is that he was cheering for USYK, and the biggest guy John Fury was in the guy's face. It was head to head, no headbutt. They walk away. The smallest guy goes USYK, and then John Fury turns around and nuts him one, but gets himself cut. And he's saying that
the man was literally just standing there, not even doing anything at all. Just chanting USYK. That's it.
But
I'll show you it. Do you want to see that?
Pull up the clip. Pull it up.
I'll pull it up on my report. I'll just show the clip so I don't get copyrighted from anybody else because I know my clip that I've used, it's fine.
Yeah, good idea. That's smart. So.
Yeah, let me just pull it up so you can see this full and tighty because it's a bit crazy. Okie doke. So there we are right there. Pull out right here.
Yeah, that was kind of.
Let me share this with you so you'll be able to see it. Let me just cue it up, my bad, so you can get to the thing. You don't need to see my entire report. Okie dokes. Okay, I'm reloaded. Oh no, I know, a bit crazy, my bad. Sometimes I forget I'm live, Tim, and I just be talking to myself and realize this is airing live, so forgive me. I'd be singing around to myself while I'm navigating on this. Okie dokes. So here we go.
You can sing too, right?
Yes, I'm an artist in the UK. Travel around the world, but yeah,
I know that was you. I saw that writing up there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm an MC and I spit Jamaican patois. You see me?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So here we are. Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Whoa! 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 That's the first time you're seeing that. Whoa! Whoa!
Show some respect.
Wow. There's evidence on his head. There's evidence on his forehead.
See?
One that's cut. But we do have, we did have some members of media, defending it. And we also had, but then, AJ, sometimes people retract. I don't know. Look, you have a look at this and tell me what you think. It's a little clip which will be coming later on tomorrow with the full clip. But let's have a look there. Let's go.
This is High Something to Rock, my two-time heavyweight champion of the world. I'm rocking with Lady Chann.
It was an ugly scene. John shouldn't have done it. It will stay as part of the fight week and what happened, and it'll go down in history as this kind of ugly scene that happened.
Yeah, that's exactly true.
I mean, but Tim, they also got the video with other angles, like where you can see it a lot better, like from the side.
Oh, yeah. Really bad. Yeah.
That was where you learn it was really deliberately. He just like headbutted him without cause. Just did it. That's all. Like, it's where what you saw, that was a bad angle, but they got it from the side view where like he literally just did it. Like he just did it.
Wow, that's not cool.
The kid's only 30 years old. He's only like 5'10".
Yep. I mean, let me tell y'all something right. Let me tell y'all something right now. If I was a fighter, if I was a boxer, and my dad was on the team and he did some shit like that, I'd be like,
I'd send him out.
Pack your shit. You're gone. I want you out of here now. You know what I mean?
I could sue him. Gareth, shouts out to Gareth A. Davies. So I did that. So I spoke to Gareth, and he's obviously in Saudi, and I spoke to Gareth this morning.
Oh,
he got me up at 9 a.m. to do a pre-recorded. So that's why I'm a bit tired. So this is actually my second kind of show in one day, in the same day. So you'll see the what Gareth has to say on the matter. But I mean, yeah, at some point I was like, listen, I don't want to see anybody condoning this. I've seen like, Paulie Malignaggi, Chris Algieri, they're all down for it. But this is what I have to say. You Americans love all of this shit, though. You lot like all the animation and all of that. Britain, we're a bit like, shouldn't really be the way. We're looking at this as a cool thing.
No, that wouldn't go right in America either, what he just did.
Well, I'm hearing that it would, because you know what you saw Mike Tyson do, what you saw Tyson and Lewis, what you saw, Ali and Frazier and all of these, scuffles and
Fury was serious.
That's the fighters doing it. At the end of the day, I said it's the fighters doing it. This is your dad doing it to an innocent bystander. You do that anywhere else, that's assault. You go to jail.
Was serious. Yeah, that was serious what he did too.
Mm-hmm. You could give that kid future brain damage. How you know that kid doesn't now have? He looks okay on the outside. He goes to sleep and dies in his sleep.
How old was he?
30.
Probably early 20s, maybe early
No, he's 30.
30. Okay.
And
he looks younger than that.
He looks younger than that. How do we know that? He couldn't have gone to sleep and died in his sleep, have a hematoma, a blood clot on the brain. You know, you can't do these types of things. So I would literally either sue or just get criminal charges. But I think Team USYK, that fight could have been waved off as well. Like, we're not even doing the fight now.
No, but Usyk told his team not to do anything, to not retaliate. He told them to stand down. Like, don't, just let me. I'll handle this on Saturday.
So, 60 million.
Exactly. I mean, but do y'all remember, like, a while back how Clarissa Shields had a fight against Ivana Habazin and somebody in her entourage assaulted her trainer? Remember that?
Entourage assault James Ali Bashir.
Right. So yeah. That was the trainer with Ivana Habazin. Yeah. Now I saw the video. Like, they had words. Like, the trainer was, saying stuff back. But I don't think he initiated the assault by touching anyone. It's just, I think the member of Clarissa like sucker punched him, then like ran off or whatever. Then that got the fight postponed and fucked shit up. Excuse my French. Yeah. I mean, and I say that to say this because, like, what if, like, similar circumstances, like, what if, like, this was somebody Usyk really cared about? What if this is Usyk himself? And what if John Fury just assaulted Usyk? Or just somebody like really close to the team? Hey, you never know. I mean, his cut man, somebody else, his actual trainer.
Let that have been anybody else.
Yeah.
They would have been in jail. They would have been in prison. They would have been sent home. That's just a link to join my membership, to Tim. That's one of my moderators. Shouts out to Lisa Bell. She's telling people how to join the membership on my channel. So that's the link that they put.
But if it was me, his ass would be fucking gone ASAP. like if my dad did some shit like that, that's uncalled for. I'm not okay with this behavior.
It's uncalled for.
Yeah,
it is uncalled for. But Paulie Malignaggi said it's cool. Chris Algieri said it's cool.
Oh wow.
Teddy Atlas said it's cool.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
Him. I'm surprised at Teddy.
I ain't. Teddy's not all the way there. Let's have that right.
Teddy's an MMA guy pretty much nowadays, ain't he? So
she said Teddy don't have it all.
No, he don't. So I'm not surprised.
Tim, he picked Otto Wallin to beat Joshua.
Huh?
He picked Otto Wallin to beat Anthony Joshua.
He picked Otto Wallin to beat Anthony Joshua. If you know who Otto Wallin, he was.
I don't know him.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he's a guy, he trains in New York. He lives in New York now, but he's from Sweden. Tyson Fury went hell and high water with him. He teared off Tyson Fury's face. If it wasn't Tyson Fury, that fight would have got stopped and Wallin would have obviously got the win on a technical knockout. But they allowed Tyson Fury to fight with his face hanging off, by the way, and to then maul and lean on Wallin. Bars. And then Tyson Fury had 56 stitches in his face. So you tell me what fight doesn't get waved off and your face is hanging off if you've needed 56 stitches.
You're right about that, yeah.
If Otto Wallin's face was cut like that fight gets stopped immediately.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is Tyson Fury has got a lot of gifts, Tim, along his route.
Yeah. Okay. But Joshua just fought him in the Day of Reckoning card in December and destroyed him in 5 rounds, made him quit.
Then Anthony Joshua fought the same guy who's never been stopped and destroyed him in 5 rounds.
Yeah, made him quit in the corner after 5 rounds.
Quit.
We know what's going on here, though. I think His Excellency Eddie and Frank Warren, they talk about this fight being the biggest fight in boxing history. To them, it isn't. There's only one fight they want. It benefits.
You talking about the USYK fight?
Yeah.
No. They want Joshua Fury. They want Joshua Fury. I don't care if it's not.
That's why I say it's going to be controversial. That's why
Joshua Fury makes more money than Usyk versus Fury. That's the thing.
Well, they both paid reportedly $60 million for this fight.
Yeah. But Joshua
60 million.
Joshua Fury, you can have a massive fight in the Wembley Stadium. You can have a big fight in Saudi.
Yeah, which will be, I think, estimated reported price for that, because it would also be a rematch, will be $250 million.
Yeah.
But the Saudis want that. The Saudis want Joshua versus Fury. They want that fight. They do. So
yeah. I mean, he doesn't have to win to have that.
Joshua Fury.
Yeah, I mean, Fury in the UK, Fury loses to Usyk. We still want to see Joshua Fury to know who's the better Brit.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, Fury. Josh could. Fury can lose to Usyk, and I'll still watch. Fury versus Joshua after. I don't care.
Yeah, we want to see that fight big time. Yeah. What do you think, Ken?
100%, 100%. Look, let's not forget, Usyk shouldn't be in the picture because it was all set up where Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury actually signed contracts to fight each other, 2-fight deal, both fights at Wembley. But Tyson Fury forgot about that. He had the rematch clause,
the arbitration. Yeah.
But
even so, it was arbitration. Even so, Anthony Joshua was still meant to beat Usyk because that was a plan. Anthony Joshua beats Usyk, and then they fight. They have a 2-fight deal, but Usyk fucked it up.
Yeah,
by beating Joshua twice.
Yep.
Are they going to let Usyk fuck up another? Because if Usyk beats Fury, he fucks it up again for Joshua.
He does.
It'd be a trilogy, but I'm still rooting for Usyk. Sorry.
Me too. At this stage, I just don't care. I want to see an undisputed heavyweight champion. I'm taking Usyk to win. I want him to win.
Yeah, I'm picking Usyk to win. I want him to win. I'm afraid. I don't give a fuck about being British.
But didn't Fury lay off for a little bit?
Yeah, for nearly 3 years.
Before this fight?
No, after Klitschko.
After he beat Klitschko, he took a 2.5, 3 year layoff.
Yeah, so we know the real reason.
When was the last time he fought?
Because he was on coke.
The Ngannou fight is his last fight. Did you see that fight, Tim?
Okay. That was he was playing around.
No, Tim, we won't do that.
Tim, what I'm saying, he took Ngannou.
Tim.
He lucky Ngannou didn't have more experience.
Wrap that up and throw that in the trash now. And we're going to bring it all the way back. Jack, listen, if you are an elite fighter, boxer, right, there is no way in hell, even if you didn't even train, that you forget everything that an MMA fighter on his pro debut beats you.
No, I'm saying to you,
you're not that good. You're not that good, then.
I understand what you're saying, but Tyson Fury probably didn't train. He probably viewed this as an exhibition. And he didn't even get hit. He really didn't even get hit.
He got dropped. What do you mean?
Look at the punch. He really didn't get hit hard.
He got dropped.
I know he was off balance. Put it on. Put it on.
Yeah, we can't because I'll get copyrighted on that one.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah,
I was studying it. I was studying the knockdown, and it looked like he really didn't get his hard.
He got dropped. Yeah, okay, let's just say that, but that shows that his punch resistance.
He did go down.
Let's just say his punch resistance is still shot. His balance ain't all what it's supposed to be. You've been boxing, like he said, since he's 6 years old. There's no way that you forget every fundamental if you're that elite. It doesn't matter if I haven't swam in a swimming pool for 15 years, 12 years.
At least you can swim. I can't swim.
Throw me in a swimming pool now. I will still motherfucking swim.
I can't.
That's
at
true.
At least you can swim.
Yep. But everybody's starting to interrupt. Chann actually do have to run now.
Yeah. I know you have to go, AJ. Go, AJ. Say what you need to say to Tim while we wrap it up in the next 10 minutes. Go ahead, AJ, because I know you did.
Okay, awesome, cool. Mr. Tim Witherspoon, it's been an honor and a pleasure. This has been a blast talking to you, sir. Telling your life story. Hope you're back on the channel.
Tim, I feel like a homeboy. Don't call me sir.
I'm sorry. My pops raised me to be respectful.
I know. Say Tim.
All right, Tim. Pleasure having you on the channel, sir. It's an honor and pleasure. Great talking to you. Hope to have you back a lot more times.
You will. I'll be back.
Lady Chann, Kenny Ken, I love y'all. Y'all take it easy.
Love you too,
man. See you soon.
All right, everybody. Y'all take care.
Thank you, AJ.
Thank you.
See you in a bit.
You got it going on with this show with all this stuff.
AJ's left the beauty. These are my trusty co-hosts and stuff like that. Like,
wow.
there'd be no show without them.
This is the longest I ever went, but this is you got everything down to earth. I like this.
Thank you very much. We're wrapping it up. We usually do between 2 and 3 hours. That's usually the max, but I like to wrap it up.
But some people don't watch it if it's real long. They watch a little bit.
Yeah. Last week we was 4 hours. I used to do 9 hours back in the day.
I don't know how you did it.
What you do? Edit it? You cut it?
No, you would let the stream let it go. No, sometimes you would edit pieces that you wanted to highlight and repost on your feed, but it would be I'd have everybody jump on and everybody be chopping it up.
I know you're successful, but a lot of people like the short ones, like an hour and a half, because when you go past that, they get bored, or something. Depending on what the conversation is about. Yeah,
our numbers haven't really dropped for the most of the show, so which is quite good. But yeah, in saying what you're saying, we was just talking about Tyson Fury getting dropped by Ngannou. Like I said, if they get thrown in water, I'm still going to swim, right? Like, it may not be how I did when I was in, swim club or the swim team, but I'm still going to be able to swim to a certain standard that you're not going to be able to, that I'm not going to drown. So I think
he's lucky Ngannou didn't have more fights. He's lucky.
Yeah. So to me, it was kind of like, are you really that elite? Because there was no way that Anthony Joshua would have let that happen. You shouldn't have won.
Anthony would have took him out.
Well, he did in 2 rounds. Did you not know this?
Right. That's right.
Yeah. Anthony Joshua then collected up. He always collects the trash.
They set the Ghana up. Anthony.
Yeah. Yeah, Anthony Joshua always, cleans up after Tyson Fury. After Klitschko and he popped out and he went whatever he did and he decided to leave for nearly 3 years. Anthony Joshua came and collected the belts and dispatched of people. Then again, this happens again, and then Anthony Joshua is cleaning up Tyson Fury's mess yet again. That's why I'm not sold on Tyson Fury.
That makes sense.
He's a good boxer. Don't get me wrong. Tyson Fury's a good boxer. Obviously, for his height, that is at his, that's something that's an advantage for him. But I mean, I'm just not that.
He's a better boxer.
Way better, in my opinion. Just in my opinion.
But they both have defense.
Fury's a natural boxer. He's more of a natural boxer because he's come from that boxing lineage. Yeah. Joshua started boxing at 18, but I think that Joshua beats Fury because Joshua has better skills than Fury.
They both lack defense. They both
the beauty of what you're both saying is that Tim, you're saying they both lack defense. You're talking about the clean up. Anthony Joshua won back a lot of British fans for that fight against Ngannou. It wasn't the fact that he's fighting a guy who's MMA. It's the manner and the brutality of that fight, because we haven't seen Joshua like that for a long time. We got signs when he fought Otto Wallin. Yeah, but I think when you look at the situation now, a lot of people now are thinking, I can't wait for this fight because they're now torn. Before the guy
washes him.
But British people now are back to we don't know, because they look at Tyson Fury and they're thinking, is it the guy's a bit of a static fighter? Is he going to take it seriously? But they know that Anthony Joshua's got the fundamentals. Plus, he got the power. Obviously, he hasn't got the defense, but he's got the power and the combos and the finish. He's a good finisher. So they're thinking, if he does get to Fury and hits him once, it hurts him. He's the sort of fighter, unlike Deontay Wilder, who will take him out because he's got the combos. The right, left, the uppercut. And Joshua's got.
And it's realistic. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's what excites us British fans, is that we're thinking, you know what? This fight can go either way. Whilst a year ago, a shout out for Tyson Fury. And I think that's what. But I feel sorry for Usyk, because anyway this is close, I don't think he's going to be allowed to win, even though I want Tyson to win.
Yeah. There's a rematch clause, but I agree with you, Kenny Ken. Yeah, he's got a decisively win and out. Can I just get hang on, let me just get a shot of that. I just realized you've got your WBC belt right behind you. Show us it, please, Tim. Give it. Yeah.
This is the WP.
Look at that.
Look. Come on, don't play with me. I've got the middle. Here's my flex. This is Shane Mosley's.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
What is that? The North American or something?
The WBA. It's.
Oh, that's the WBA. Yeah, I had one of those too.
Yeah. WBA, not the WBO. I got the WBA. So what belt for belt? Let's do a unification.
Let's get it on.
I'll win. I got the defense.
I got both.
My defense is I just run away. I don't engage. That's my defense. I couldn't contend against.
You know how to box a little bit?
No, sir. I like my face a little bit too much for that, I'm afraid. Yeah. I can't. It's the one thing that I have left, Tim, is my face. So I'm gonna have to keep it for a little longer.
You sound like you're a little tired.
Huh?
You sound like you're a little tired.
I sound like I'm tired. In what way? What, in life?
Like the way you talking. I got 5 daughters. My oldest is 44. Okay, well, I'm a bit younger than that, but yeah, a bit younger than that, but not loads. But yeah, I'm a few years younger than that. But I'm tired. I'm not tired, but I'm just saying we got to hang on to the good things that we have. And I mean, well, I've got. Yeah, I'll hang on to my face because I don't think I could do a broken nose and all of that. I leave that to you guys to do. I leave that to the men to do. It's fine. And to the women that do it, shouts out. They come on my show. I'm down for it. But yeah, I just know my lane, and it's to talk about boxing. It's to analyze boxing. It's to learn about boxing, but it's not to be a boxer. That's right. And this generation, in all different weights. Defense is lacking in a lot of these different weights. You got trainers that just teach in all offense. And when I came up, defense is just as beautiful as like knocking a guy out, right? You hit him with that shot and he go down. But defense is slipping and punching. Is just as good as just as beautiful as that. So when you combine both of them together, it looks beautiful. Counter, boom, slip.
Does it sell tickets though? Does it sell tickets? Because I hear what you're saying about the beauty of boxing, but have you noticed that obviously you know the sport inside out, but have you noticed that a lot of these promoters, especially in the UK, a lot of fighters are fast tracked to world title fights or to world titles when they haven't fully farmed, they haven't earned that right, So, and I think, of course, Eddie Hearns is phenomenal at doing that. He's pushing. And because all the fundamentals you're talking about, defense and blah, blah, some of these fighters are world champions. They've got a lot to learn. Like in your day, you guys had to earn the right to fight for world title. You had to earn the right. Now, if you sell a few tickets, you get promoted. And then when they lose, you realize, well, hang on here, you should have kept these guys back. And that's why a lot of the casuals say, well, he ain't that much good anymore. And it's not the fact that the guy's not that much good.
They're fast-tracked.
He hasn't got experience. He hasn't learned his trade.
They learn on the fly. And AJ, that's why when he suffered the loss to Ruiz, everyone was like, how did he get that back? That was only his 24th fight.
Exactly. But he was a world champion.
Larry Holmes did 13 fights.
Yeah. See? In 13 fights.
We had confidence. And
Anthony Joshua became a champ on his 16th fight. Yeah. So he's kind of like you guys. A lot of people don't give him credit because he's more throwback fighter. On his 16th, on his 17th fight, he was unified.
He would be undefeated too if his defense was better.
Yeah, I agree so.
Yeah, he would be undefeated.
I always say legends like yourself, try and reach out to these guys.
I did. He told me, I talked to him on the phone. I said, yo, listen, man, I can help you. I can work with you with your defense. And I can help you, right? And so his reply back was, no, Tim. He said, no, I got my team. He said, I'm okay. I got my team. but he really doesn't realize that somebody higher or somebody that does know shit. Well, that's what he said to me. He said, "No, I got my team and stuff." So I said, "Okay." I was on the train with him. Over there. He, me and my daughter, we was over there.
You met him in person as well.
Oh yeah, I met him a couple of times. We sat at the table at an event a couple of times.
On the train with him.
I could have made the job easier, but he's successful. He's doing real good. He's in good shape. Really aggressive guy. So
when you met him face to face, did you not say these things that I could possibly help you as well? Did you say it to him?
Just on the phone.
Yeah.
Just on the phone.
Really, man. That a lot of these boxers do get reached out by, Anthony Joshua. I heard, Roy Jones Jr. He declined Roy Roy Jr. as well. So,
Roy Jones is an all offensive guy. He don't.
Yeah, you need the defense.
Yeah, look what he did with Chris Eubank Jr. when he fought Beefy Smith. There was no defense at all. With Chris Eubank Jr. He fought Beefy.
That's right. I'll be watching both of them because I know both of them.
Yeah.
And offense.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame that Anthony Joshua would turn down help from you. I'd be like, yes, please.
I even said I don't have to be in your corner. I said I could just be in your camp.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I don't want the glory. I was already champion of the world. I don't want to just let me help you.
I think sometimes they just think that they're so used to it. They think people always just want money off of them and they're a bit. But I've had people reach out and say to him, I don't even want a pound or $1. I just want to give you some insight real quick. Give you some insight and I'll dip out. I don't want to be in your interviews. I don't want to be in your corner. I don't want to be like a paid part of your camp. I just want to come in and show you a few tricks of the trade and dip. And he still turned them down.
I wonder who that could possibly be.
Oh, I'll tell you maybe off the record.
It's got to be people at 265 management,
No, but he's telling. But it's Anthony Joshua himself telling Tim himself. Yeah. Well, on the phone.
He did.
Do you think with Anthony Joshua? Obviously, I'm looking from the outside. I think what's happening, right, is that after he lost to Ruiz, it seemed like he had 2 or 3 people telling him different things, and he had to try to listen to it. And you thought that, that no one talks about defense, but they were talking to him about, don't make sure you don't come in too big. Make sure you're light on your feet. Make sure that you try and box a bit more. And then what got him to where he was the explosiveness. He's kind of lost it. Now he's gone 360 back with Ben Davison. It's back to explosiveness. But there's certain things where you can be explosive, but it can't just be all about explosiveness. You've got to be able to box as well and defense. And I think it's either one way or the other with Anthony Joshua. Either he's going to be explosive and then he loses his confidence and then...
Well, he's a boxer puncher.
Yeah, but he goes to all sorts of different people instead of staying with one person. And they'll give him all sorts of advice.
Yeah. Now he's just Ben Davison and that's why we've seen the improvement. So I don't think he's going anywhere else after that.
Yeah, I hope so, but...
Yeah, but he needs defense. He needs defense. I mean,
because Ben Davison he was Tyson Fury's ex-coach, and he is a defensively.
Tyson Fury don't have no defense.
But Ben Davison, that's his thing, to works on defense. He's not really, but he's training Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua, I didn't see no defensive mechanism in none of his fights. None of them. No, even recently, he's just throwing his punches. Now you could tell if he
bringing the hand back defense, bringing the hand back up after the shot.
He just bang.
Well, that's what he is good at. That's one thing I do give him. He does bring his hand. Well, he did that definitely with Ngannou, and he did that with Otto Violin. He does do that, but I know what you're saying. He's still got holes in his defense game.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Okay, so are we ready?
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm wrapping up. We've finished up. I just want, lastly, your official prediction, Ken, and your official prediction, Tim Witherspoon, of how this fight. Who have you got What round? Give me your official prediction now.
Right, my official prediction is
Let's go.
right. My official prediction for the fight is, I just think that Tyson Fury has gone way to the other side. You know, he's gone for speed and blah blah, and he hasn't got the balance right. I hate it when fighters either come in too big or too light. Just come in in a balanced sort of way, because you said you're built for speed, you know, because you want to use your boxing skills, but you're fighting someone who's a better boxer than you. Surely you've got to be able to mix it up, because this guy, not only is he a better boxer than you, he's gone, 12 rounds, a lot more times than you. So I don't know if I would like Tyson Fury to go in a bit bigger. In saying that, if they do have a boxing match, this is a unanimous win for USYK. For me.
Okay.
Wow, you've got USYK, Kenny Ken.
Yeah, because on the basis of the fact that he's gone from one extreme to another, keep staying in the middle. You know, don't be saying 1 minute I'm a pressure fighter, I'm going to sit on top of you, lose my weight, and then I'm going to come in lighter. You've got to get the balance right. Too many boxers, it's like USYK. He's not coming in too big because he knows he needs his speed.
Yeah. 221.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense, yeah.
221, he'll probably come in. 221, no more than 225 USYK, because he always comes in as a heavyweight 221. So, yeah, that's a great breakdown, Kenny Ken. Now we are going to get Senor. Let's get you off that screen, Kenny Ken. Sorry, I've got you.
No, mine's just not going to be that long because.
Hang on, let's go. It doesn't matter.
That sounds like English, American. You just said it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. Grew up in Staten Island.
I really can't say who's going to really win. I haven't seen Tyson Fury really in a while since the Agundu fight, and I haven't seen USYK really. So we might have a surprise. I don't know. It might be a surprise. I don't really know. I've been in training camps before. I've been in camps where you'll do good. You'll do good in the fight one time, and then the next time you won't do as well. We don't know which Tyson Fury going to show up, which USYK going to show up. This is a serious fight. Everybody's looking forward to the fight, but I really can't tell. When the bell ring and like after the 3 rounds, I probably can say something then. But right now, I haven't seen really enough of Tyson Fury or USYK, so I can't say who's going to win.
I got you. Yeah. And even though I got you, and even people that have seen a lot of Tyson Fury and USYK, it's hard to pick who's going to win this fight. So yeah, my official prediction is a Tyson Fury defeat, is an Alexander Usyk win, unanimous decision. I think he's going to totally outpoint, dance around Tyson Fury. If this was Tyson Fury of maybe 5 years ago, even 4 years ago, maybe even 3, I'd give it more of a chance. But I just seen the deterioration of Tyson Fury. But you never know. We might be surprised. So let's see. Anyway, I want to thank Kenny Ken for staying up extra late and hanging with us.
I'm with the 2-time heavyweight champion of the world. I wasn't going to miss this opportunity.
I know. Thank you so much for coming, Kenny Ken.
It's my pleasure.
Tell them where they can find you, and thank you as always.
You can find me at KennyKen972 on Instagram and obviously on Twitter, but obviously Instagram.
Follow him on Instagram, KennyKen1972. I'll give you the
one thing I would say, Tim.
Tim's on Instagram.
You know that you're very everyone in England, like I says, remembers you, and we loved having you here when you fought Frank Brillo.
I was there all the time. I got a grandson over there. I got a grandson in Barnsley. In Barnsley.
Oh, right, Barnsley.
Oliver. His name is Oliver.
Oh, shout out.
Oh, shout out to your grandson.
Yeah.
My daughter's from Tottenham, the one that's lived with me here.
I know. Yes, she is.
Obviously, if you know about you call it soccer, but we call it football. I'm an Arsenal fan, so I hate Tottenham.
I played soccer too. I played soccer.
Oh, good.
Football too. I
was Leighton, but I didn't support Leighton Orient. I'm originally from Chelsea, so I was Chelsea.
Wednesday.
And Chelsea.
Wednesday.
Lord. Yeah, so Tim's on as well.
So Barnsley, Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield and Barnsley, not too far from each other.
I have heard about them for years, decades. Barnsley.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They're a division team. They're a load. Thank you. Get your sleep.
And
thank you. No, I'm going to sign off with you. No, Tim, I'm going to sign off with you in 1 minute.
I'm leaving. He's staying with you.
I got to do it one by one. I got to do one by one, so I'll let Kenny leave. Thank you, Kenny. Ken. You have to be dizzy. So I'd like to thank you so much, Tim, for being an amazing guest. Like I said, you are always welcome here. I would love to have you back, where usually, we're going to chop it up more about your career.
Get somebody else to come on too. Somebody else actually is okay. All right.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. No, I don't know who it is, but I'm already smiling. So it's all good.
The phone calls. All right.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh God, look. I wipe a tear. Thank you so much, legend, former 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, Terrible Tim Witherspoon. Ding, 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 ding. Kaboom. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you. I gotta ask you some questions in the future about how you do all this stuff, because I ain't been on a show that does all this. Go ahead, girl.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's something that you got to learn, but just call me. We'll chop it up.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Thank you so much, legend.
Thank you. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Terrible Tim Witherspoon is left the dizzy. Oh my God, guys. I mean, sometimes you got to pinch yourself and you just have the most fucking amazing guests. Legends, Hall of Famers, just iconic people. And I'm just so happy to be able to bring them from you to me. Guys, if you'd like to join the membership, because some of the interviews will be on members only, I implore thee. Oh yeah, you can hit the Cash App. It's $Shannaholics. It's at the bottom there. Hit the Cash App. Hit the Cash App. Team Fatty, I got to learn it off you. Hit the Cash App. But if you want to join the members, it's very cheap monthly. Way cheaper than the Zone. Way cheaper than Sky. It's cheaper than the pocket money you give your kids. Yeah. Take care, Tim, is wow, for real. Yeah, big up to Tim. So, guys, I'm going to be on, and like I said, there's going to be something on about me every day, maybe until we have the fight. So this is the road to Undisputed. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow, and we'll be chopping it up as well. We'll be here on Friday chopping it up as well, and I will be calling the fight live on Saturday, May 18th, live. So you can catch me if you miss me today, being replay gang. If you miss me tomorrow, you see me on fucking Friday. And if you miss me on Friday, you'll see me on Saturday, won't you? So, I mean, I'm going to sign off. And as we do, I'm here to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but truth. So help me, Gizzy God. That's right.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
That's right, because knowledge is what? Knowledge is key. So for Guan, so for Guan. Yeah, man.
So if it Guan, not for see nothing because nothing not a Guan. Lock off your eyes, cock me, make it cock.
That's right, I'm bubbling to my own music. Them like we wanna like them.
not like me, some not like them. Man, I figure set this straight and clarify. Put fire upon a pagan, aim for the cranium. Turn off the news, there's a bag of lies. Roast raised man, wanna inform up, bun Babylon and every one of them dirty guys. And if they wanna go around the order, I guarantee somebody's dropping flight.
So shouts out to all the legends that come on the show, and we are in the motherfucking building. Yeah, aren't we? And tomorrow we're gonna absolutely go in. Maybe I'll do it more of a UK timing, but Tyson Fury, John Fury.
Fuck this guy.
You know we're here to deal with facts, stats, and data. Let's do this one.
Facts matter. So if we're going to have a conversation, we have to agree that there's some things that are just true. Facts and data matter.
They do, and these guys are getting a massive payday for they're putting their lives on the line, and we kind of always forget about that boxers are putting their lives on the line. I know, you know, we got them, some of them bums, some of them, you know, singing, but they're actually really brave set of people. But I say, if you're going to go in between those ropes, do it as well as you can.
Hey, get the fuck out of here, because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Pero recuerda, mi gente del mundo, mi gente de boxeo, estoy lista para ti, para todo, siempre. Ya tú sabes.
Listos para los chingazos. Listos para los chingazos.
That's right. You know I am that bitch, always been that bitch, always will be that bitch. I signed up for the job. Guess what? Y'all are stuck with me. You know, because I am the female Svengali.
It's hype, you suck at life, you don't want a round three. Worship the queen and your mic to pass. Keep it real, these chicks couldn't wipe my anyway, now let's go get Bulgari. I am the ultimate Bengali. These chickens can't even spell that. You hoes bugging, repel that.
Also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I'm on TikTok. I'm official Lady Chann. On Instagram, I'm Lady Chann, LADYCHANN. And on Twitter, you know, where I'll always be tweeting. Sometimes I'll be tweeting. Sometimes I'm not. It just depends. I give you like a load of rants, and then you may not hear from me for like a few days or a week or 2 weeks. So you might hear from me every day on the trot. But because there's a lot of things going on, you know, I'll be tweeting. So at Lady Chann on Twitter as well. Yeah, and that's where we'll leave it off. I will see you guys tomorrow. So I'll sign off as usual. Thank you for joining me on the weekly wrap-up show. Thank you for King of King Boxing, AJ RJ, Kenny Ken, and of course the legend TIM WITHERSPOON. Thank you to all my moderators that do a great job. Thank you, Lisa Bells, for doing a great job. All the moderators, all my members. And I'm going to have to call out my members because this is what we, you know, you lot pay for extra privileges. And it's an honor and a pleasure to, you know, give you them extra privileges at the best of my possibility. So let me get the members only roll call. It's all crazy when I do that, isn't it? Remember the last time? One time I did it so really bad and I had to give myself a I've got some interesting things coming up and as well. So please stay in tune with my journey. Because you're gonna see some different things. I hope to inspire people, people of all ages, all races, all ethnicities, all religions, that enjoy the sport of boxing, people with abilities, people with disabilities, in life. It's important to always keep your integrity, always stand 10 toes down in what you believe in, always try and learn your craft to the best of your ability, and keep learning your craft to the best of your ability. And I promise you, doors will open and they will be the right doors. When it's the wrong doors, because sometimes wrong doors open. If it's the wrong doors that open, it's all right to go in that room and realize this isn't the room for you. you leave the room, and then there's going to be a room that is for you. So I hope to inspire anybody and everybody that gives a fuck. And it's been an amazing journey, and I want to thank everybody that does rock with me and continues to rock with me. It's humbling, I'm honoured, and I'm very appreciative. So just stay tuned into little old me, and we'll see where we go. Okie dokes. So I want to say Fatty in the Buddhism, Team Fatty, Boxing God 7 in the Buddhism, Matthew For Real in the Buddhism, Mr. Cooler in the Buddhism, Jesse Hesse in the Buddhism, King Boxing in the Buddhism, what up, Lady Chann? Donald Banks GP in the Buddhism, Don 983 in the Buddhism, Ricky Ricardo, mi hermano in the Buddhism, King Boxing in the Buddhism, Mark Niggity Natch TV in the Buddhism, Zara K in the Buddhism. What up, blood? What up, gangster? Retro boxing and blood boxing documentaries, a long name, in the Buddhism. Leon Fight Fan Figures in the Buddhism. Don't Touch Your Bum in the Buddhism. Dub Rightside in the Buddhism. Stephen T in the Buddhism. Queen Lisa Bales in the Buddhism. Nesta Bedford in the Buddhism. Con Shawnery in the Buddhism. It clicked off. It clicked off, but we give Con Shawnery another one. What up, Con? Harlem Finest, my sister Arthur Let in the Buddhism. D-Star Boxing, mi hermano también in the Buddhism. AJ O'Day, thank you for joining me on panel in the Buddhism. Charlo, I hope you're feeling good. Love you, miss you. Thank you for being such a great subscriber and a fucking long-time member. Love you, Charlo. In the Buddhism. Upload Type for being the first member. El primero, ya tú sabes, en el edificio. Bars. And last and not least, Wales is finest, and I hope you are feeling better. Dr. P and your wife, all the best. Love, hugs, and kisses. Positive energy to y'all. In the Buddhism. Anyway, guys, thank you very much, and I shall see you tomorrow. Keep abreast of the time on the community tab. Anyway, I'm gone. Here you go, little Lady Chann rep nonetheless. Come box with Chann. Gyan. Wow, man. Life is crazy sometimes. Sometimes I just think to myself, it's really my life. Crazy. Thank you guys very, very, very much, and I shall see you tomorrow. Anyway, I'm gone, like I said. We'll be back tomorrow. Gyan! Lady Chann, finally leaving the Buddhism. Gyan!
Fight!